Doing this.
It says
Hello.
go! On your
Hello.
mark, get set, go!
Everybody, let me find my chat button.
I found it. I don't think anybody's in here yet, but hello, whoever's
That's
coming.
okay. We'll just wait. We got one. We got one eye. Say something, one person.
Oh, because it's not even showing up for me.
Oh,
Weird.
that's
Weird.
okay. They'll come thundering in just because.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. And yeah, I'm not sure what all happened at Ann's last night, but I'm sure we'll hear rumors down the rumor mill. But Elaine, just go away. Nobody wants you
Yes,
around. I
yes.
thought Olaf's video this morning was like, oh,
We caught
was
that
like, whoo,
KKK thing.
damn.
Who threatens the KKK for God's sake? Somebody
I
explain
know.
this to me.
That's just like seriously, because we've made jokes about this behind the scenes all the time with crazy with the mafia and all that other stuff. It's just like
Yeah,
stop.
yeah.
Come on. For one, even if your family had ties to any of that shit, they're not going to risk themselves for some petty bullshit of yours. So there's
And
that.
they're not gonna to light a cross on poor Michael's lawn.
No, and Michael, he'd go out and roast weenies on it.
Jeez.
Uh, but I
Oh,
mean, come on, it's just
but it was funny.
it really was. I mean, I heard parts of it. It kind of vanished away as I was listening this morning, and that's totally understandable. But I will say, ooh, damn, Michael, you go, boy. Damn.
Yeah, but it should never have gone like that. It was
Well,
like,
yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree.
sorry.
But and I to his credit, I have never heard him be that upset. So
No.
he's like
Yeah.
I said, something, happened that, maybe we don't realize or just whatever. But, yeah, hey, I've never heard him quite that upset. So he was pretty upset about it. So and I totally understand. She's annoying. And if you're out there, guys, just if she goes around making crazy comments on videos that are 2 years old, just delete it and pretend like you don't even know she exists anymore. And let her go be with the scum of YouTube. Who cares?
F2. Yeah.
It's
He wish
ridiculous.
Kate
Hey,
Winslet,
you wish. Hey,
Carla.
Kate. Carla.
Maybe Anne just
Hey,
privated it.
Patsy.
She probably could be convinced to unlist it and send you a link if you ask her nicely.
Oh, true. Yeah, because yeah, and because I feel bad because they've been dealing with her insanity over a while, and it's just stupid. So, Elaine, go away. Again, nobody wants you around, Elaine. Go away. Stop tormenting the good people. Leave them alone. God.
Turn
Girl.
off your TV. But the
Well,
thing about having Elaine up on your panel is nothing is going to be solved simply because she denies everything. I never
yeah,
said that. I never said that.
right. Right. Or
Even
and
when
my
people are saying we have proof, she's just like Alana. Doesn't
exactly.
matter. Doesn't
Exactly.
matter. So fuck it.
Exactly. And it's like, they want to die on this hill, I guess, to where, I love this that she puts out one video and I was clearly getting my videos mixed up on where's
Nope.
where and all this other shit. It's like, fuck, too much has gone on lately. And so she put up the one video that morning like, oh, you guys are so wonderful. If it hadn't been for you, I never would have known I had a court date. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm gonna spit my coffee. I'm like, you are the dumbest bitch on the planet. You truly really are. All the evidence has already been put out. You got convicted on both counts, failure to quarantine your animal and failure to have it properly vaccinated. Dumb ass.
Just because you're
And
not
you
in jail doesn't mean you haven't been convicted.
exactly. And again, we've put it out publicly even before she stated any of this new nonsense. Oh, they just wanted to get me to go to jail and falsely put me arrested again. Bitch, no. If it hadn't been for just some nimble fingers and public record, we never would have known. But it's public record. What do you bitches don't get? I mean, come on. And we said, we know you're not going to go to jail. Now, would it have given me a hell of a giggle to know that the court saw some of your interesting videos that proved you're a fucking liar? And would I have gone after your ass for perjury? You betcha, ma'am, I would have. So I think it would have been funny as hell for you to go
Hey,
down for
Emma.
perjury. Hey, Emma, good to see you, sweetie.
We're just doing a small recap of Elaine last night.
Yes, and
Yeah.
and then the crazy one who just wants to die on the hill that we're all lying, we all do this, we all do that. Honey, all the proof was up right away. Did
Mm.
we get tickled pink that you got in trouble? Of course we did, because you're a bitch and you deserve it. Not at your animal's expense. I would have much
Yeah.
rather seen you
Oh,
go for
exactly.
shoplifting again or something, but stop it. You are not a good animal owner. You're disgusting. You don't deserve to even to own a slug. So, bitch, step off. All the shit we've already proved, it's all right out there in your face. So die on the hill. And just let me put this out there real quick. If you didn't know you had a court date, why was, and I say this very loosely, why did Carlito send a letter to the
Oh,
court begging for mercy, not to charge you fines? Huh? So, what is he the intuitive one, not you, you failure? Try again. And we all know that you wrote the letter, that he didn't, because he's too incompetent to put a sentence together. Like yours was any better. But stop. Again, you're an idiot. Everything's already been proven. Lie on the hill, girl. Die on that hill for all I care. And that's not wishing you harm. It's called an expression. So get out your dictionary, girlfriend. You're going to need one. Should I elucidate more for you?
well, we are slated to die in December. So
Yeah, I know
we're going to have some fun.
exactly. And I don't know who's before or after, but hey, it's like whatever. Oh, good Lord.
Oh my goodness. As per the title of this live, uh what, a day after court, she did a couple of mini rage rants and card readings and all this. But this is the one that we're going to react, is her explaining to us about the state of our souls, where our life is going. She's teaching us about the universe and reincarnation, how we're not going to be reincarnated because we're just evil people. So I personally found this hilarious. And I would have gone, hey Jay.
Hey, Jay, good to see you.
But oh my God. Um,
And at some point during this, because this live's been floating around for a couple days, I fell asleep listening to it. I'm going to be honest, because her
hey Mike.
philosophical side is like, oh my God, somebody just kill me now, please, instead of having to listen to this. And at one point, and I'm famous, I'm sorry, I'll be sitting over here. It'll take me an hour to decide what to watch on Netflix, and then I'm half asleep and fall asleep during the movie anyway. So I'm over here just nodding off, and hubby's like, honey, you're falling asleep. I'm like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. And he goes, you're falling asleep. I'm like, no, I'm not. I swear I'm not. I'm not. I'm just closing and resting my eyes. so, so some of these reactions will be genuine on my part. Oh, fucking
She does,
hell.
Ella. She makes my head hurt too, but
Michael,
usually a lot.
Woo, damn, dude.
Yeah, and,
Bows.
and how we are just troubling her life, and what she wants to self delete, but it's going to be her. Now I'm using her words here because I
Right.
think that's just
They've
funny.
always been her words. It's never been our words. They're her words.
But she's too selfish and narcissistic to do anything of the sort, other than as an attempt for attention. Because that's
Exactly.
what we do. See, I looked up when she first started doing this bullshit. I started looking up what a narcissist is. I mean, a deep dive into it. Now I can barely remember. But one of the things that stuck out was what I read was narcissists will threaten, but rarely go through with it. They
Oh,
will do a little, little attempts, maybe a little, self harm cuts and
right. Like
take
Barboon.
to the
If I
hospital. Yeah.
if I use the right side of the plastic knife. Like, stop, you crazy bitch. Stop it. God. But
He's not falling. Oh, but Emma, really, he was doing the jet lag thing, wasn't he? So, poor guy.
right.
Gotta prop him up.
Oh, what's funny? But me, they're evil. My home is
Yeah.
evil. They really are. If especially if we have company. We had a rare evening out last night where we're the ones that actually went out instead of usually people just come bombing in our house and go, "Hey!" First thing they're in the fridge, out in the garage getting refreshments. I'm like, "Excuse me, have you donated to the food fund lately? Let's go. Come on."
And,
So, but
yeah.
they are evil. If I'm over there falling asleep, because I'm sorry, we all, we'll hang out in the same room together because, this is the warm spot of the house and, this is where everybody is. And it's hilarious. I will recline and I will have my phone literally in my hand, glasses on, readers just sitting there. They're watching their games and their shows and betting and doing whatever, hooping it up. And I'm over here and I wake up and there's stuffed animals piled on me, real animals piled on me. And it's just like, what do you guys stop it? And they're like, you were asleep. I'm like, no, I wasn't. Then how'd you end up with all this shit on you? Like, shut up, go away, leave me alone, you evil people. So they're so mean to me. But literally, hubby's walked over and, took my phone out of my hand and gone, honey, you're asleep. Give me the phone. I was like, no, I'm
No,
not. I swear I'm not. I'm not. I'm not.
not. You have to drag it off me.
Hey, Angela, good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing well.
I have a friend that I don't even go to the movies with anymore because she promptly falls asleep.
Uh,
Like, what the hell?
and what? And mine is. I'm sorry. God love him. That whole side of the family is freaking deaf. They all need hearing aids. His mom has hearing aids and doesn't wear them. And it's like, and it's like literally. They're yelling. I'm like, why don't you just tell her to go put her hearing aids in and you'll call her back? She won't. She has millions of dollars worth of hearing aids and she doesn't wear them. I'm like, well, why not you all just go for the group rate? Because you're deafer than a doornail, honey. I love you to pieces, but I'm sorry. The TV is on like 50. And it's like,
That was
dude,
my father. That was my father. Refused, but had the TV up the highest volume, and my mother and
thank
I went, "Oh my god!"
I know. My mom would look at me and go, now you know why I wore earplugs. I'm like, well, I
Mm.
get it, mom, I do. But, he'll be upstairs because many times, I'm sorry, I can only watch so many car shows and so many history reenactments of the Civil War. I get it. So he will get in a huff. And because I'm sorry, Halloween month is Katie month. Halloween is my month. I get the remote. Don't even try to fight me because I'm going to be watching every horror movie possible.
Mhm.
Everyone. And he tried to turn the channel on me on one of my horror movies. And, were you watching that? I'm like, no, I wasn't. I got up to go get something
Blasphemer.
to drink. You cheater. Oh, well, okay. So, but he'll go upstairs and, he'll be in the master
Hey,
bedroom,
Punch Monkey.
the big cave up there. Hey,
Yep.
Punch, good to see you. And he'll be right up there. I can hear the TV from 3 stories down here. And it's like, dude, please get hearing aids. Oh my God, I'm not deaf. I don't need hearing aids. And then he's having conversations with his friends. Huh? Huh? I'm like, oh God, somebody just kill me now. Please.
That's okay.
So yeah, okay, back to I'm sorry. Back to where hey
Yeah,
Annie, good to see
that's
you,
right.
sweetie.
We'll just
Oh,
let
hang in there, Angela, honey.
so
But yeah,
anyway,
just she just
back to our life lessons with Alana.
well, that's what it is.
Yeah,
It's like, bitch,
because
fuck you. You know, and again,
you can heal.
well, this is their agenda all along. They want to just be mean. And like I've always said, I'll quit telling the truth about you if you stop lying about me.
Hmm.
Very simple, but you won't do that. And I think you think you're so proud of yourself. Oh, well, I dished out all the smoke and they couldn't take it. And they're still crying years later. No, we're just still repeating the truth years later because apparently it hasn't sunk in enough for you that you're a dumbass and you get
Yeah,
caught lying at every turn. So, hey, if that's what my life on YouTube has become, we're so hateful to all these people. There's a list. Please show me one. I've only had an issue with you and wonder why that was, because that was your issue. And
yeah.
I quickly put you in place over it. And then Barb, who she ignores me. So, I put stats up all the time just to piss her off because I know it does. But, she's evil. And so, yes, I am going to stand there until she is no longer able to grift off of anyone. So that's my purpose in life with her. And she is well deserved as well. So
Yeah,
please put up
I think
some.
YouTube is. I hear she's still um is still striking people, but
Oh, I
she's
think
not
she is
going
too. She better
live,
be
which is
careful.
interesting.
Well, and I think too, well, she's basically been gagged for
Yeah.
the most part, some stuff. So that's put a lot of damper in her shit. So now that's why she's getting all these sock accounts going. Like, that's not crystal clear.
Mhm.
Honey, you invaded the wrong sector of YouTube. Now, you may have been in the sector that had a lot of special need people at first,
Exactly.
but the real deal people figured you out and fast. And over here, we don't put up with that fucking shit on our corner of the tube streets. So you're not welcome over here. And until your grift comes to an end, then none of us are going to shut up. So keep trying. And you keep messing around with the system, and the system is biting you in the ass. And people have warned you. So right now you have your little pittance of monetization. You better be careful because one more warning and you will lose it. It's very easy. YouTube doesn't like to fuck around. So you will find out and they will snatch your monetization. And I look forward to it.
Hmm.
I look forward to it. So again, if I have called down anybody unjustly, please let me know. Show it to me. If I have done it unjustly, I will be the first one to apologize to you. But until then, you're going to have to fucking prove it because I've proved everything I've said. Glory's proved everything she's said. Emma's proved everything she's said. So has Hatman. So has Olap. Everybody within the sound of my voice, Michael, Ann, they've all proved everything. So sit down and shut the fuck up.
Annie J, we are the main character for today's live is Big Al, but we're
Mhm.
just going over Barb and Elaine from last night. Pardon
Because
me.
they want to stick their big noses in. Because,
Hmm.
Barb, stop. I don't know if you ever see this. I don't care. I don't care if you see it or not. But knock it off. Because you are a nasty, nasty woman. I love the picture that you sit there and post very proudly, too, by the way. And you're dressed in Native American regalia. Really? Ma'am, you're not Native American, not even close. So You're a poser with your fake orange tan. You better go sit down with that because you look ridiculous. So, gee, I wonder why people would have thought that you could be Native American since you're a poser. You're a poser, and it's embarrassing. So, play with your junk because that's exactly what it is. Oh my God. I was at Dollar Tree and I busted out laughing because I saw something that looked like yours. No offense to Dollar Tree, man. I spend a fortune in there. I get caught up in Dollar Tree. But I looked at some shit and I burst out laughing. People were probably taking 3 steps away from me going, okay, Looney Lady in Dollar Tree. But, because it looked like just junk shit. It was in the kid craft aisle, you know? So your shit is junk. And yes, ma'am, I can say it. It's my opinion. I wouldn't give you $1 for some of the shit you've made. Now, granted, I've seen some stuff that had potential that was pretty, but that's it. Other than that, your shit is junk. You sit there and pretend to be a crafter. You sit there and craft for 5 or 10 minutes, and then shit just takes a turn and you start saying all kinds of stupid shit. And you stop your crafting, you put your hands down on your crafting table that's filthy and nasty, just like you, and you go off on a little tangent. So, no, ma'am.
Yeah.
It's you're a poser. That's all you are. What is it?
You
Sorry.
know, Annie and those that missed Anne's crap chats live with Michael and everybody and Elaine. Like Michael said to private it, but I
Yeah.
think if you ask her to unlist it and let you guys listen to it,
Yeah,
send me the link, you
give a
can
link
finish.
into
I'm
Discord or
sure she
something.
would.
Yeah. Absolutely. I'm sure she would
Yeah.
too. Because, from parts of that, the parts I did hear, and like I said, I'm pretty sure stuff happened behind the scenes that we probably didn't know about because that was honestly the maddest I've ever seen
Keyboard.
Michael.
Yeah.
I mean, Michael doesn't usually lose it like that. He's, pretty laid back and, what have you. And I think Michael's usually pretty fair as well. So, he was pretty pissed off. So, I get it. And again, just my advice to those guys, because I know it's hard, but, like you said, earlier, Glory, that Elaine will never learn. She will always be a denier. Oh, I didn't do this. Oh, I didn't do that. Or always have an excuse, or you always hear a big but I did, but, and she's never going to change.
Me truth.
So, hey, Truth, good, sweet, sweet, sweetie, blah, 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 I can't talk. So, if she wants to go and leave comments on videos that are 6 months old or weeks old or whatever, you know, let her do it and then just screenshot it and delete it and move on because that's these people with attention. I don't get it. I don't know if she has some sort of substance abuse problem that she doesn't remember some of the shit she does. I think that's just a bullshit
I no
excuse.
no. I think she does, but
Oh,
she just
sure.
uses that as an out. You know. It uh, you know it was wise for Anne to private that because there was a lot of R words and
That
racial
was,
slurs
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah. It got, yeah.
calling Michael names.
Well,
Um,
exactly.
it just got really,
Personal quick.
yeah. It was not a good scene, and
Hey,
yeah.
Barbie D, good to see you, sweetheart.
Hey, Barbie
Hey,
D.
Ford. Yeah, I know Ford. That was unlike Michael. I mean, I've seen Michael get cranky and stuff, but I've never seen Michael just totally ballistic like that. So I know whatever happened was pretty
Yeah,
intense. And
but it was those hot words that were used that YouTube frowns on. So I don't blame her for hiding it.
no, no, I don't blame her for putting it on private either. Just um, again, I'm not sure even what led up to it. Because like I said, I've been so pissed. I've missed Emma's, I've missed Hatman's. There's just a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. If you know, you
Mhm.
know. But it's just been frustrating for me, and I kind of try to listen where I can listen. And I heard Olap's video this morning. I'm like,
Yeah,
whoa, damn, woo!
yeah, the KKKKKKK thing was.
Yeah,
Come on,
that
did
was
you just
so
actually
stupid.
say that?
I know.
Oh,
It's
and
like,
I'm sorry, I got to bring up. Whenever, why is it whenever somebody is called out for using racial slurs, they all come out with, "Well, I have family members that are black."
True.
And
I
yeah,
know exactly.
and why does that qualify you as not being racist?
Oh, exactly. Or and the other one goes, "Well, I'm not racist or racist," is how she pronounces it, racist. Um,
Oh,
I'm
thank you,
married to
Bruce.
a Hispanic man. Well, for one, you're not married. Let's get that straight right away. Same with the other one. You know, the stories are so similarity. It's gross. But honey,
Welcome.
no.
Okay, let me welcome Little Boots and Freddie McDonald and Nancy G.C. and Garden Lover, Lady Starfire. Welcome, welcome. I'll get something out soon. I've got a plan. I,
Yes. Yeah.
I got it. I have a thank you, Calla, for that. I got a golden retriever coming to visit me for 3 weeks, so on Thursday. So I'll try and get something in before that.
Well, welcome everybody coming into new membership. It's all we have such a sweet gifter. So thank you, sweetheart. You're
Thank
always so
you.
sweet. But it's always good to see everybody. You know, we basically keep one person honest on these YouTube streets because she apparently can't do it herself. So I guess maybe we're her. I don't know. I'm trying to think about how to say it. Oh, I don't know. We're her conscience, maybe, because
Mm,
we're keeping things straight. And she gets so upset. Well, you people just make up all kinds of lies. Well, but ma'am, we're just talking about the words that have come out of your mouth. So why are you lying about yourself if these are your words that we're reacting to? So again, you've been busted in so many countless lies. It's just humorous at this point. And so we're all going to be there to do it. But so we talk about that kind of stuff. Then we just usually talk shit too, and
yeah,
hey, and any other interesting news that comes across the YouTube streets. But the grifters and the scammers and the not nices, we stay on their necks mainly.
for sure. But welcome everybody. Try to live up to this. I need emojis, but I have no idea how to get membership emojis or make them because I'm a boomer. Shut up. So
Yeah, mind
anybody
your
that can
business.
guide me along in that direction, I would appreciate it. But anyway, let's
Well, I don't
let's
know.
get to
Annie has an interesting. I don't know. Is there a certain perception that you have of the title of the stream, Annie? Um, because we're talking about Bigums and her. That's what I'm saying. She and to me in this live, some of it was interesting, definitely, but some of these are just her twisted perception of things. And I just like, what? I walked away more scratching my head, going, huh? Than anything else. So, but we love you, Annie. So you're welcome to stay.
Hey Olaf. Thank you for being a member for 1 month.
Hi, Olaf. Olaf, I loved your video this morning. Thank you. Thank you. Whew.
Oh, well, you do what you do, Annie J, and we'll see you later.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, we should start this. Let's just let me know if you can hear her when she speaks.
Yeah. She has a lot of dead
Yeah,
air.
getting some
Yeah.
lips.
I hear it.
Okay.
I just smacked my unblony lips, and now she's
What
giving me
is
the
this
side eye.
baloney lips thing she does? That's so gross.
She said that for years. It's like, what the fuck are you? That and assholes and everything else and bodily functions. I don't get it.
Yeah. Well, you know where her brain is. Mhm.
Yeah, up her ass.
Quit that. How dare you?
Okay, Annie, I will.
Blessed even, everybody. God is wonderful.
And this is what her like third
God
live of
is
the day.
beautiful. That's all I
Yeah,
can
this was
say.
this
I
was the
hope
last
everybody's
one.
having a wonderful day. I hope everybody's well blessed,
Oh, always.
Yep, same.
having a beautiful start to their week. Intuitively, I know some isn't, but I don't laugh or prey on people's downfalls. I just keep praying for
Okay.
people.
Yeah, right. Spare me, thanks.
Basically, that's why I'm on here. But,
Yeah,
I've been
sure.
sitting and reflecting on things. And no matter what I say, no matter how I say it, I can be kind, I can be mean, I can be cruel, I could be the sweetest thing in my videos, and people are just going to
I've never seen
try to
any of that.
make me
No,
into a
me either.
monster no matter what I say. So I'm going to stop caring
Okay.
about the ones that do nothing but lie, slander, make up bullshit,
Prove
include
it.
try to get someone falsely arrested again.
Stop it.
I mean,
God.
damn.
So my dog, my dog. So I made your dog bite someone and I made you not have the dog vaccinated against rabies. Oh, yeah, that's a really convincing story, isn't it? Since remember, I don't know you in your personal life. Nice try. Sorry,
Yeah,
that
and
pisses me off.
I'm sure I'm the one that made her not quarantine either.
Yeah, exactly. You had a part in that too. Jeez. We're effective, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're the intuitive ones.
What lengths does Satan go to try to make a person unhealed,
I don't know. You know
backslide
him
Unhealed.
against
personally.
God?
Okay, can somebody explain unhealed? How do you unheal somebody?
I don't know. She says that once she's healed, she can't be unhealed. So, but ma'am, you've never been healed because here you still
Oh,
are.
she's saying we're trying to unheal her now.
Oh, okay. Well, I misunderstood that one. Sorry. Um,
No, no, I
but
was
she,
just putting it
but
out there.
well, but she has always claimed though, once she's been healed, you can't be unhealed. So how are we trying to unheal her?
By talking about her bullshit, calling her out. Narcissists don't like that.
Well, apparently, and she forgets that they're her own words. Because I'm again waiting for her to come some with my words that's not in response to her has done anything she's ever claimed any of us to do. Still waiting.
Mm.
And everything else. Any length, including try to wipe you off the face of the earth, I guess.
Oh God, here
And
we
how
go.
would we do that?
But when
We're that magical that why do my words that are actually your words upset you so much? Because I'm repeating your words? Well, then maybe stop lying and people won't repeat your outrageousness and you can move on with whatever you choose to do. How about that? New thought?
Why did she give us all this power?
I don't know. I mean, that's what I'm saying. But I don't know her in her personal life. So how could I be possibly responsible? Again, nobody is responsible for your mental health, your physical health, or any other kind of health except for your own.
Yeah,
That's your responsibility, ma'am, not mine.
it's not my burden.
Nope. Not my
will the
circus, not my
devils that
monkey.
you
Yep.
have delusions in the mind that you're working for Satan when Satan don't even know you?
Satan don't
When
know
do
me.
you mentally
See?
think
I'm
people
like,
understand
huh?
that?
There you go. There
I
you
know.
go.
It's
Satan
like,
don't know me.
what?
Not today, Satan.
Maps again.
When you heal, you can't unheal.
See?
There you go.
When you become healed, you learn how to deal with things that you're faced with.
Well, then start
When
coping,
people
girl,
come
because you
at you
suck.
trying to make you mentally unstable, well, but the person's not going to react the way that they used to, because basically when you become healed on the inside, your mentality, your mentals, your emotions,
Yes.
and the outlook on everything heals as well.
Oh,
So
okay.
basically, you just contradicted yourself.
She's so funny.
No? Therefore, for every curveball, everything that is negative in someone's life, everything that they're faced with, when you heal your inner self
Thanks,
and
Scaramouche.
you learn love and you
Hey, Scaramouche.
learn certain things once you go through the shadow work and become a better person,
Shadow work?
no matter what life throws at you, you're always going to see the positive in it, not a negative. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who needs
Not
to hear
really.
this,
Sorry.
but somebody needs to hear this because Spirit
Nobody.
put it on my soul to talk about this. You
Uh-huh.
know? When you learn, hi Daniel, I hope you're doing well, love.
Squirrel.
I hope you're being blessed. Thank
Oh,
you.
damn. Focus.
So basically, maybe if I repeat it, eventually people will get it.
Nah, because we've been doing it for years and you haven't got it yet.
When you do the work
Oh.
of healing yourself, quote unquote, what the spiritual community or most of the tarot card readers that I watch, you even hear me say it. It's called shadow work or the dark night of the soul. You have an ego
What the
death.
hell is
That's
that?
the first thing
See?
you will
Now you know
experience.
why I
You
fell
will go
asleep
through an
at some
ego death.
part.
And what is
That
I'm
sounds
like,
that
what?
sounds evil.
What does? I mean, look what dark shit she's into. Like, fuck that shit. Oof. You're a
Shadow
creeper.
work? Where the fuck is she getting this?
I'd probably Google. Gone down a
Ugh,
rabbit hole of Google somewhere.
Egotism is where basically you put yourself on a level, and often you don't see your wrongs in things.
That's correct. You don't.
Your participation in things, your part of things.
You're absolutely correct. You
Everything,
don't.
every interaction, every action, every existence, every coexistence in life has an action and an interaction and a reaction, right?
Oh boy.
So, when you have an ego death, literally, you're busted wide open, and the veil of falsehood, the veil of being blind to your own shit is removed. And then you go through the process of then evaluating your whole freaking life. Because many of us who don't have the dark night of the soul, the shadow work, don't have the truth of every situation, of your whole existence, your book of life.
Are you running for office?
So
What the
I
fuck?
think
you may think you know the truth. You may think that
she
you
is.
saw it and that you
Word
did
salad.
what was right.
oh
But when you go
absolutely.
through the ego death,
I don't even think she's taking notes. I think she's reading off her phone.
Right. Yeah. Just
Because
half
the
the time I think
shadow
she,
shit,
yeah.
I don't know. Is
I
it
know.
a
I think
thing?
she makes shit up as she goes. I have no idea.
I don't know.
I have no idea. I don't know. Scaramouche said something about a Sarah Boone video, so maybe
Mhm.
I don't know. We may have to look into that. Oh,
Hola.
might be.
Oh my god. She's babbling. Barbie D, absolutely. Word salad and a nothing burger.
Yes, it is Barbie. I'm like,
And the
what is
veil
she
of
talking about? Like,
falsehood
what?
that you delusionally believed about yourself and situations in your existence on this plane, as we call it, the physical world now, the now world.
Now world, kids.
Oh, Lord, help
You
us.
begin to realize that
Oh.
Otherwise known as reality.
you're at fault for pretty much damn most of it.
Of course,
And
we're at fault.
before people start coming in here and saying, how are you going to sit there and say that I'm at fault for everything with this?
Huh?
Sit down, boo boo. Get out your pen, your little recorder. I'm already being recorded by most.
Hi.
And listen carefully. You're at fault for everything in your life.
Oh, really?
Because, again,
Really?
in everything in life, everything from the moment you learn how to walk until the time you become old and God calls you home, there's an action, a reaction
Uh-huh.
to every situation.
Uh-huh. Like court fine.
So let's
Uh-huh.
break this down and let's break this apart.
Okay, let's
Yeah, it's
do
your
that.
fault you didn't recognize your dog.
Unless you live in a woods away from humanity, there's going to be a
Humanity?
reaction and an action
Okay.
That's your
and a
border.
coexistence with everybody. So, on a daily basis, when you wake up in the morning, even if you live by yourself, you're still living somewhere where other human beings are and exist along
Yeah.
with you.
Oh my god.
It's kind of like
Right?
a boring
Right.
movie.
So,
What?
you are 100% at fault for everything in every situation.
Okay,
Again,
so you're at
that's
fault. Thank you
the
for
ego death.
clarifying.
You're letting go
Yeah.
of the idea
Thank you.
that you're not.
Alana, have you heard what you said?
I don't.
Every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. Can we sit and think about that for a little bit?
Oh no. God, see this is what I'm
So
saying. It's like,
then
what? Huh?
so when you neglect your dogs, there's a reaction to that or a consequence to that. Like, ooh, I don't know, visits from the humane or the dog pound people, fines. If a dog bites another person, there's usually vet bills and
Uh-huh.
paying
Yeah.
those vet bills, getting your dog, there's do you understand what I'm trying to say is do you understand what you're saying right now in that moment?
I don't think
Because
she
you
does.
don't know what you're talking about.
No, she doesn't. She never has. And by getting all this and just barfing all this stuff out, she thinks that she's being philosophical or deep
Yep.
or something. No, you're not. You're deranged. How's that for an
You
explanation?
have no
'Cause-
idea the thing you're talking about.
exactly. Or if she does, she's talking about herself. She's
Oh,
talking about herself because it all comes back to anything that we've ever really reacted to is the shit that's come out of her mouth. So she wants to complain about that shit. That's on her. Once, like this has been said over every internet dumbass. If you're going to put it out there, it's going to get talked about and reacted to. Like, I remember you still think, oh, I got something over on them. She got a camera slip of my forehead. Like, what, 2.5 years ago? Oh, dear God. Oh, my God. I was
you've been
crushed.
exposed.
Right, and somebody's combed through years of your video footage to find a little corner of where your readers were probably on and you had some, sprig hair floating around. Oh my God. And that wasn't satisfying enough. So she does what she does best. She just made shit up, lied, put up pictures claiming it was us. And we're both going, damn, that doesn't look anything like me. So to filter her own ego. So again, we're only talking about shit that you've said and done out of your own mouth. So if you don't want it out there, you dumbasses don't put it out there. I love how she still claims that she sees all her homes. I'd seen your house. Now apparently she's after
She
me for my
hasn't.
birthday. So oh, clutching my pearls. So, I wouldn't tell you if that was my birthday at all, but hey, you got 11 more to go. Out of that zodiac, you might get lucky.
It's no fair you get to have 2 birthdays this year.
I know. I felt privileged. And I heard about that behind the scenes. Oh God, I was dying. So again, if you're gonna put it out there, and honey, you've never, you want to claim you dog walked us on the internet, bitch. You ain't never walked a dog in your life. Oh, so let's not go there, okay? You
I love
you
how she put that out there. Was that supposed to enrage us that we would go live and go,
Yeah,
"Oh,
I know.
you're talking to the same people that are in this chat right now.
Yes.
There is nobody new listening to you going, ooh, Glory and Kate are evil people and
Yeah.
spreading lies. It's just not happening. Nobody new is listening to you.
Nope.
You've got
Nope.
hate watchers and trolls.
Yep.
And I'm sure I have hate watchers and trolls, but I have friendly trolls.
Well, and come on. I mean, that's one thing that Barboon just freaks me out about. He's just, oh my God, they're using my picture. They're using my name. It's like, so fucking what? I mean, who cares? She wants to sit there and again, the fake trolls. We'll have to do a live just about that at some point. But that was so funny. All these sock accounts and shit. And it's like, do you know? I'm not going to give away all my secrets on how I find stuff and know that the account has changed. It's not that hard. So again, and girl, you dox yourself right and left. I still don't think she realizes how everybody got into all that public because it was public record that she posted.
Hmm.
So again, you do it to yourself every time and then want to come back and cry. You're the one that's crying. Oh, they did this, they did that, they doxed me, they repeated this. Well, yeah, bitch, all we're doing is repeating the shit from that what you said. So if you don't like it, go away and shut up or go bug somebody new for a while. You're like I said, you're like a little dog humping a leg when you're standing there trying to have a conversation with the grown-ups and you
And
don't
then,
want to be rude
yeah,
and kick the dog away. So, it's just like, dude, walk off.
and I love it how she implies that we are being monitored. Everything we do on the internet,
Our
we're being
devices and
monitored. Our
everything.
devices, and she
Cool.
knows we watch porn,
I
and oh my god, and
and
oh, I'm going, oh,
and
stupid
but so
woman.
what? What? I didn't know she was such a prude. Supposedly, didn't she have all these threesomes and everything else all the time and sent fake threesome pictures to people? What's it to you?
Hmm.
Whose business is of yours what I do online? So I think if the government has a problem with it or whoever you got hacking in my phone, they'll let you know, won't they?
And you're the and Lana, you're the one that sends unsolicited nudes through the
Exactly.
email, which is
Right.
illegal.
Sure is. Sure is, ma'am. Sure is. So I just don't think she realizes that, it's such a thin ice that she walks.
Oh,
you know. Uh, so there's all that. But keep
yeah,
trying, ma'am.
she does. She does try. It's funny. It's funny to watch.
Not at fault for anything. You're at fault for everything.
Oh, yeah.
And when I say at fault, fault doesn't always mean it's bad fault, but you're at fault for everything.
Huh?
Because everything that you do, everything that you take action on or react with is fault,
What?
right?
No.
Therefore, you come to the understanding we all have this delusional idea. Let me put it this way, of what we think is right and what we think is wrong.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter in the spiritual realm, which this good karma or bad karma back to you in life. It doesn't matter if you believed what you were doing was right. There are laws in the spiritual realm, just as there's physical law enforcement in the physical realm, spiritual realm, physical realm. Okay, most people have this. How can I say this without not sounding better than someone, because I'm not. I never think that I'm better than someone.
Oh no, I'm sure you don't.
No,
This
I'm sure you don't.
delusion.
I'm sure you think you're the
Yeah,
happiest person on this planet.
I do too. I bet we'll be up for sainthood soon.
Let me put it that way. This delusion, if I'm not breaking the government law, the physical law, then I'm committing things that are good.
Oof.
No, that isn't
100% a
true.
lot. Hey,
There's
Ann, good to
laws
see you,
in
honey.
the
Hey, Ann. You got a bunch of people mad at you for privating your live last night. They were in the
Yeah, but
middle of it.
I know we know why though. We get it. So
We understand.
we'll come in and be beggars behind the scenes later.
Oh well. Okay, okay. You know, I think Alana is trying to be, or maybe trying to form a cult with all her philosophies and her angles.
I don't know. Can you get that many mice to pay attention for that long?
Ah!
spiritual realm, and there's laws in the physical realm. Okay? Physical realm says, "Thou shalt not steal." Well, yeah, thou shalt not steal. I mean, that's law. You get caught stealing, you're going to go to jail. If you lie against someone under oath, you can end up going to jail. If you make false testimonies to the police department, sooner or later you can end up going to jail. Etc.
Careful what
So
you
on and
wish
so
for.
forth. You can't take someone's life. You can't put your hands on someone's life, on someone's body. Because there is law of the land.
Yeah.
The spiritual realm goes past that. Okay? Everything that you do from the moment you wake up to the moment you lay down is wrong or right. If you're going throughout your day interacting with people and you have that second of moment where you second doubt yourself, was that the right thing to say? Probably it's not the right thing to say. Was that the right thing to do? Probably wasn't the right thing to do. If that little voice in your head is making you second guess something, you're probably fucked up.
Oh,
But if you don't have that second doubt and you feel confident and good within your being, within your inner self, then you're doing right.
Hey,
Again,
Krista.
that is the example
hey, Krista.
of your fault. Everybody hears it's your fault as a
Barbie.
negativity. It's neither negative or positive. It's all in what the person does. So when you begin your choice of self-healing,
Oh boy.
then that part of you awakens. You reflect on everything in your life. Every second guess, every doubt means you probably did something wrong to someone.
Okay.
Now, people can argue with me, well, you're sitting here talking about your healing and this and that, then why can't you say you're sorry for what you did to people in 2022? I'm not sorry. You can't lie to the universe. You can't lie to God. You can't fake nothing in the spiritual realm. Because your vibrations, your energy is what tells the spiritual realm whether you're trying to lie or not. Right or wrong. I'm not sorry for what I've done to certain people in 2022. I'm not. So I'm not going to lie to myself. I'm not going to lie to God. And I'm not going to lie to the spiritual realm.
Okay.
Now, am I going to suffer consequences for it? Maybe. Have I paid my debt for it and be forgiven? Maybe. Even though I'm not sorry,
Not on my part.
I
Thank
have
you.
forgiven myself in the situation and the people in it,
Okay.
which cancels anybody's karma for me not being sorry. In
I'm
a
sure it
sense.
doesn't.
Oh, I just love this.
Good Lord.
I'm sorry for the actions and the stupidity that I took upon myself, and I'm sorry to those that weren't a part
What?
of everything that is still continuing that I hurt.
God.
But to certain people, I've forgiven you. That's how I've healed from the situation, and I refuse to go back to the ghost
Forgiven
that
me
you
of what?
so try
Telling
to
the truth about you?
raise from the
Thank
dead.
you.
I've forgiven you.
Good, thanks. I'm glad you saw it that
I've
way.
forgiven the situation, and most importantly, for myself, I've forgiven myself, which healed me
All
from this
that
situation.
matters.
Do I feel that I'm wrong because I'm not sorry for what I did? No.
Sorry for
I'm not going to
what?
lie to myself, and I sure the heck ain't going to lie to the universe or my spirit team.
Ma'am, tell us what you're sorry for or not sorry for.
Exactly. I have a
Because what
list.
you just said was meaningless and negates everything that you're trying to
Roll back.
tell yourself. Like, I don't know what that was, but
More again.
They know the truth.
Yeah.
I was gonna say maybe run for office. You're good.
Yeah. You know what? That's not a bad idea.
Anyway. But when you awaken,
Mm-hmm.
you then understand a very important and vital thing that stabilizes your mental health. No one is responsible for anything in your life. No one makes you feel anything.
Good. Do you hear yourself?
You, the
stupid?
only person that creates and destroys in your life.
Hallelujah, Michael.
Thank you.
That's it.
Thank
No one
you.
else has power over you. No one. No one's word of mouth, no one's actions, no matter what they do to you. Except for certain situations like the R word and murder, there's nothing that a person can do to you.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, there's action and reaction
We gotta
in the
listen to her
existence
high.
called life.
Yeah.
You're responsible for what you think. What you think is how you feel. How you feel is what you believe. And what you believe is how you act or react in life.
Boy,
Praise Jesus.
Again, you're at fault.
I see the light. I really do.
Could I have handled this situation in 2022, 2021, 2020 much better? Yes. I 100% agree with anybody and everybody that would sit there and say how I handled things was not the right way and I made
What
things
things?
worse only for myself. And I did. I do want
What things? Let's talk about it. What things?
Yeah, I love
That
that. I
you
had a
didn't
list.
handle. because I would like to have a little insight into that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too.
Mhm.
100%
Maybe she'll
agree with that.
elucidate.
And I don't
I know that
argue
was a
that.
big word for her.
I know.
Yeah, that's a big
You
word.
did it well.
But I
Yeah.
stand with my chest out and 10 toes down. That even though I know that my behavior was the most nastiest it could have been,
Mm-hmm.
it got attention to certain people, whether they want to accept that's how they treat other people. They sure freaking felt the sting of it because they're still crying about it today.
Mm-hmm.
Who's crying? Huh? The only reason I'd be crying is if I'm laughing that fucking hard, which is
I
awful.
knocked them off their pedestal.
What
I gave
pedestal?
them smoke that they
Oh,
absolutely asked for but could not handle.
Ooh.
right. Sure, Jan.
And to
Prove
me,
that. You're the
I'm not sorry
crybaby.
for
We
that.
just laugh. You're the
If
thin-skinned
I
little
had
bit.
not gone through all
Uh-huh.
the falls, all the face plants of my life, if I had not gone through being the worst of the worst, the most darkest of myself, I wouldn't be
The
sitting here
Nikes.
today who I am today.
What you are today? What is that?
An evil twat.
A gypsy? A Timu card reader?
The worthless twat waffle comes to mind.
Mm-hmm.
Peaceful, happy, loving of life, loving
Barbie.
of everything, understanding the yin and the yang, balancing
You
both.
don't even know what that is.
No, she doesn't.
She takes one part that is a part of an explanation of what yin and yang is, and she
And
runs
mixes
with
it.
that one.
Right. And mixes it with something else.
Yep.
Now, some believe that the yin and yang is the male and female energies within oneself. I believe it's the dark and the light.
Duh.
And I
Mhm.
balanced it. It's now a
No.
full yin yang.
Revelation,
One
guys.
isn't prominent over the other, one does not dominate the other. I walk more in the light because that is my choice and that's what I want to do. Because deep down inside, even in the darkest and nastiest point of my life, when I was nasty to others,
Mhm.
I still had that little twing in my chest that said, "Girl, you are just fucking being mean. Enough's enough.
I
Stop.
don't
What are
think
you
so.
doing? This isn't you."
You thrive on chaos.
Yep.
Kate and
Yep.
I are order.
Yes.
That's yin and yang.
Yes.
Opposing forces, if you will.
Exactly. Yes. You're the calm, kind, compassionate person, and I'm the bitch. And
Up and
it's
down, in and
perfect.
out.
And it's perfect.
I ignored it. For a very long time, I ignored it.
Yeah.
And a lot of it had to do because I was hurting myself.
Mm.
Unfortunately, in life, human beings, when they become hurt, they want to hurt back.
You sure
Instead of
do.
transmuting it back to others with love, compassion, and
Which you've
praying for
never
them.
done. Which you've never
It's
done.
hard to do that.
Nope.
It's hard to maintain a composure when you're not healed and you have suffered a life of pain. I haven't had an easy life.
Well, you know what? Guess what? A whole lot of people have never had an easy life.
Well, and has anybody really had just a perfect skate life that they've never had strife or sadness or have to overcome adversity? No. Everybody has had shit happen. And hopefully, when that shit happens, you pick yourself up by the bootstraps, you face forward, one foot in front of the other, and you learn from what you just went through.
And the classic example of that is Annie J.
Exactly.
She had a horrendous abusive
Oh,
childhood.
she did.
Homeless at
Did.
one point.
Yeah.
Got her shit together.
Became a
Got a
nurse.
nursing degree.
Yeah. Yeah.
An
And had,
RN.
yes, and has been an unquestionable donator to her church, her community,
Mhm.
a member of the Salvation Army. So she gives back to the community because she knows what she went through, and she wants to help other people that have been through that situation as well.
Exactly.
So you're right. She's an amazing example.
That's what you should have done. Not become a nurse or anything, but you should have just shook off and said, "I don't wanna be that. I don't wanna do that," and be a
Well,
better
exactly.
person. Would it have been an
Exactly.
easy path to take? Absolutely not.
No.
But
No.
if you're trying to tell others to do better, and when you're not doing better yourself, you don't pay your bills, you don't pay rent, you're squatting somewhere, you scam, you lie, you cheat.
Exactly. But it comes out of her mouth, Glory, that she's okay with that life.
Mm,
This is why do you people make fun of me? This is my life. This is how I like it. Okay, fine. Then go live your life, shut the fuck up that other people wanted more out of their lives than to live in filth and poverty and be bitter. So you chose that path, ma'am. None of us did. We
Yep.
all have lives and families, and and some of us we have a pretty close knit backstage. And we've branched out and made other friends in other communities, and that was wonderful. So and I've always said this, you know, meeting you has been God horrific. But I probably wouldn't change anything because the people that we have met in the long term over
Mhm.
it has been amazing. So, if we hadn't known of this crazy witch, then maybe we wouldn't have crossed paths with some of the people that we now really are very fond of and, are blessed to be in our
Tight-knit
lives.
community. Yeah.
Yeah. But she can't handle that. She can't handle it. So she sits in her poverty and I'm not saying that a wealth issue of poverty. I'm talking about a poverty of overall everything. She doesn't have, I don't mean that in a financial way. I mean it in no friends, no family, no focus on a future, no goals.
Bereft of any morality. She doesn't know how to make friends,
Right,
maintain a friendship.
right, right.
She just
And
goes in and commands everybody to do things. It's like a handful of people on here. And I'm including Candy Morgan in that, and
absolutely.
Snot Nose in that, and they're in there to make trouble.
Right.
That's what gives them life.
It is. It is. And they want to turn around and cry and fuss because people call them out on it and go, no, that's not what happened. Uh, and we're going to keep it straight on what happened. And that's what we do. And I have to say, oh my God, especially, and I say this so much, right when I think I've heard it all from her, something else comes in. I just stand back and go, oh God, really?
This is
Stop
why
it.
this is why I had to do this live with this particular video, because she's trying to instruct us on how to live a good life.
Right. Right. And when it's just like, girl, you have no ambition. I like it. And I don't care if I live in an RV and oh God.
I
Okay.
do, and unless
Mhm.
it's like well equipped and has all the amenities, like I don't mind, you know, doing the RV thing or living in a mobile home. if the chance, some of those mobile homes are really glamorous.
Oh, some of them
The
are,
prefab home,
absolutely.
anything that you saw.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but you know what? Yeah, don't start telling us how to be good with the universe.
Well, but most people, and I'm just coming, from, past experience, having brothers and sisters, we see what they all did. So we kind of do the
Hmm.
similar things. Everybody coming up 18 years old. Woohoo! We're out of here. And you go rent an apartment with friends and then realize, oh, fuck, what did I do?
Yep.
Because most of them are still fucking irresponsible and you are too halfway. You go out of your way to get friends that work in the restaurant industry. I'm telling on myself, you work in the restaurant industry so you bring shit home. So you at least don't
Of course you
starve
do.
usually.
And
Yeah.
anybody says they didn't is a liar.
Oh, exactly. And come on, you came home with the spool for the coffee table. Come on. You scraped up your rent and went, fucking hell, another month paid. Yes.
Or
So,
or you spent your rent money on a fabulous pair of shoes. Hello.
exactly. So, but
None of us
after
here
this,
have
well, exactly. But that's because this is what you do when you're young, when you're coming up and you're doing this kind of stuff. This is normal. This is the rite of passage from
Mhm.
going to youth to adult. Some people make it and other people don't. But the ones that make it are the ones that go, okay, yeah, I need to get rid of some of these roommates, and you move up, you find different, you find a better job, you get a little bit more money in your life, and you get more stable, and you learn to be more responsible. And then you meet a spouse and you fall in love, and then, you start doing grown up things.
Oh, Barbie D. That's okay. My one of my sisters was a goody two shoes too. Never did a bad thing in her life. So
Oh, and well, that's lucky. I know I have one of my sisters that was kind of like that too. But I have the mid black sheep of the family. That's me. I'm the mid black sheep. I'm the midshipman because there's
I was the
before me.
quiet black sheep. I
Yeah.
had older siblings that I learned from. So I was rarely caught being bad by my parents because I had so many really good instructors on how to get caught. So,
We got caught, but then depending on the one, somebody wasn't going to be happy about it, and you got thrown under the bus. Especially the lower the ladder you were, the wheels on the lower bus go boom, boom, boom.
yeah,
So,
exactly.
uh, but
Oh my
you
god.
aspire for more, and she's 40 some years old. If she's never aspired for more in her life.
Nope.
And that's her deal. Nobody else's. She can't hold everybody back and accountable because she did not want those goals for herself. So that's where you're sitting is where you're sitting, hon. That's on you. Hey, Sunshinery, good to see you, sweet.
For real. Yeah. Hey, you sunshinery. All right.
And no, I'm not making no excuses.
You are, but okay.
I see my error of wrong.
Tell
I
us.
was a very hurt individual in a very dark place.
Mm,
And I take responsibility for everything I ever done.
no, you don't.
I
Because
have
to
not
this day, you still lie about what you did to Kate and I, and especially me.
Yep, for sure.
ever, even before this point, before I started to better myself, to understand myself so I can get a grip on my mental health.
Which you never have.
Slippery, slippery
I have
slope.
always admitted to everything I've done wrong,
No, you haven't.
that I saw that I've done wrong. But
Girl,
once I
duck that
became
lightning.
to the point that I wanted to heal myself to better my mental health,
The universe and the spirit realm is frowning at you.
Yes, they are.
I realized that there were some things that I absolutely was wrong on and didn't see that I was wrong on. And I asked the universe, my God, which I believe in, which is the only God, the God of the beginning and the end, the creator of everything and all,
Amen.
to forgive me. So, there has to become a point in life. Some people don't ever choose to do this because it's the most hardest thing you could ever go through. Because once
Not
you start
surprised, Paula.
healing, once you're moving into whatever the path of life that you're supposed to be in, we all have a reason to be here. Or we still would not be here. There's stories that still need to be written in your path, in your book of life. Okay? We all have a purpose here.
Yes, we do.
When you start moving towards
You're Kate and I's purpose for the moment.
Exactly. Yep. And that's right.
Got our purpose. Okay.
Sooner she
what you
remembers that, the
genuinely
better
feel
off she'll
within
be.
yourself that is the purpose. There's a lot of deaths in your life. I'm not talking about physical death. I'm talking about a lot of end in your life.
Huh?
A lot of realization of what is important and what isn't important. And when you move along this path, you start losing people because then they start thinking that you're acting that you're better than them, or that you no longer vibrate with that type of lifestyle. So
You're
you end up
vibrating
walking
again,
away from
kids.
people.
Yeah.
It's a hard
Okay.
choice. And that's why many don't choose it. Am I perfect? No, I'm never going to be perfect. I'm human. No one's ever perfect, no matter how healed they are, no matter how better they think they are than their old self. Every day, you're changing and becoming a better version of what yourself was yesterday or a moment ago.
Oh,
Sadly,
dear.
that hasn't
And
happened
people
for
need to
you.
realize there is no perfection in life. Everybody's got flaws. Everybody's
Only God is perfect. The rest of us,
got
Hey, Truth, good to see you,
imperfections.
sweetie.
Everybody's got disabilities, and everybody's got a mental health issue, one form or other. And that's life. That's a part of being human. That's the experience of life. But
oops,
Uh-oh.
that's not. Oh, there's.
some awaken to reality and others stay asleep.
Hmm.
You don't change for nobody but yourself. You don't change for your children. You don't change for your husband. You don't even change for God. You change
That's husband with a T.
Yeah.
for yourself. And that is how it becomes permanent. If you're doing it to get attention, if you're doing it to make someone want to be around you, to see you in a different light, it's not a true change. When you authentically have an ego death and a self death and resurrect yourself from your own shit, that is when you permanently change for the good. And when you do
So let us know when that happens for you.
Exactly.
that, you realize you're never better or at the peak of what your higher self could be. There is no end to your higher self. It's an everyday evaluation. It's
I
an
think
every
this is where I
second
fell asleep.
evaluation of yourself.
So what you're saying here, Alana, is every morning you get up and you self-evaluate.
Oh no.
I mean, you got a checklist or what?
Oh no.
Tell us how that works, please.
Her self-evaluate is
Because
her
you're
wig on straight. I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? Oh. Oh.
Well, she's still trying to look like Emma, so
True. God. Poor woman.
forever
I know.
evolving. You don't get to the top of healing and think that life is so good, because no. The minute you do, God and your spirit team is going to knock you off from that egotistical delusion and fairy tale that you're living. There is no stop point. It's forever until the day God calls you home. Because when you have that ego death, when you shed the old you, when you die as the old you and resurrect from the shit that you caused in your own life, you realize you're never perfect. Things can always be changed.
Hey, Red. Good to see you, honey.
Your life can always be bettered.
Ew, Red.
And your walk with
I
God
noticed
can
that.
always get closer. It's a forever learning cycle of your life. But I can say this.
Uh-oh.
Those of you who are curious and want to know about what it is that I went through, those of you
No.
that want to take this journey, it's not an easy road.
No, it's not.
Because you don't help
And
yourself.
once you start doing this, you get people that hate it.
I could care less
And they
about
will
your
come
journey.
against you in every way possible to knock you down, because their delusional mind thinks that you're doing this, you're faking it, and they will prove to the world that you're faking everything that you're saying.
You mean lying?
Go to the lengths of, I don't know, trying to unlife you, I guess.
I guess you're
Setting you
wrong.
up so that people will harm you.
Right.
Trying to get
Prove
you
it again,
arrested.
you nut. Uh-huh.
Anything that
How have we gotten you arrested? We haven't. Stop it. Embarrass
She
yourself
will.
more.
everything
Yeah.
possible to prove to the world you are not a good person, that you're still that person that died. You're not resurrecting from the shit. They will do it. And it's hard. It's hard.
Then stop lying.
It's a
That's not
hard
hard.
fight, especially individuals like me that have a platform where I stand all alone by myself and I fight many people who
Wow.
consistently tries to resurrect something that is not ever going to be reincarnated. Who
Go run with the bulls.
Yeah, is this the one where she claims to be the alpha and the stigma or sigma? I don't know what it is. More like
I'm serious. She did like 4 lives that day. And it's just like they all are running in my head. It's like, oh my God, stop.
she is
And I
the
know some
army
of
of
them I
one.
did fall asleep. Oh no.
keep pushing and doing the most
Oh, there.
to try to get me back to be unhealed, unmentally stable, not reacting the way I react, not doing what I do.
And when that day comes, let us know, because that hasn't worked for
But
you.
I can say this: you take the time to heal,
Mm,
According to you, you can't be
you learn
unhealed. So
yeah, I mean, when she takes her YouTube suspension time off, that's her healing.
right, right. I'll be back. I got a beverage refill already.
Okay.
how to deal with this bullshit. They want you upset. They want you crying. And most of all, These demonic people who torment want you to live a life of fear. To shut up, don't show yourself, don't believe in anything that God says that is yours, and don't love yourself.
Oh, no. Who is that?
To second guess your looks, to second guess your life, to second guess everything about it.
I second guess nothing.
But what these people don't understand is when you hit a certain level of healing within yourself, you become
What?
to a point within yourself that no matter what someone does, no matter what someone says, no matter what someone dredges up from your past, you love yourself.
Okay.
And love is the most powerful vibration of the universe. It conquers hate.
Lord.
It
Kumbaya.
heals hate. It reflects negativity.
More like we are the world.
And it keeps you shielded from things that would have tore you up and had you in fear even an hour ago.
And I've even said that a lot. She can't even get hate watchers, really. Not anymore.
And let me explain a little ditty about Jack and Diane. This whole thing about why people like this, narcissists,
Now, what does Johnny Cougar have to do with any of this?
Guys, oh my God.
Because when you get in fear,
you.
again, remember what
Hang
I
on, let
said.
me
Excuse
shut-
What
me.
you
John
The
Mellencamp.
Thank you so much, Old Red. Carla and Ann Liebert.
Thank you, Red. You're a
Yasmina,
sweetheart,
all
honey.
the vultures, sorry. And Moon and Stars. Welcome, welcome, welcome in, guys.
Yep. Welcome, welcome, welcome. The more the merrier. The crazier, I tell you.
Okay, now I gotta start making members only content. I get
I
so
know, you
jealous.
bum.
Oh my
You
God.
bum. You bum. That's okay. Just give us good old goodest dog daily vids. Oh my God.
Exactly.
She's
that would've worked?
amazing. Yes.
There
Yeah.
are so many channels, like the lady you and I watch that feeds the chipmunks.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Choo choo.
Thousands of views. She doesn't say a word. She just has a really good camera or a phone camera, whatever,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
puts in a little music, and she's got a massive following.
And I mean, and look at us. We're such simps. Anything with animals, we'll just be watching. The Raccoon Saloon. Go watch the Raccoon
Mhm.
Saloon. It's a guy, when he got his, I don't know if I think he inherited the property. I'm not really sure. I don't remember exactly the backstory, but there's outbuildings on this. So what he decided to do was the animals were already taking over. So he's like, okay, let's just let them have it. So he feeds them. He does.
dog.
They have like a house, and he has different camels. He has different cameras on all levels of this house, and we can just watch the raccoons. I am not lying to you guys. It's like the Deerfield Pantry. I will sit and watch deer eat. It's like okay. And so what are you doing in your spare time, Kate? I watch deer eat, and it's like, okay. Or you watch Raccoon Saloon. It's just fascinating. Some of this stuff is so much fun to do because it's just, you don't have to, if you're having a bad day, you just want to have fun, you want to watch, you can watch the guy feed the raccoon hot dogs. He is the hot dog man.
Yeah.
I mean, he goes out there all the time. He's had his own health issues. Godspeed. I'm glad he's doing so much better. His wife even had to take over for a little while to go feed the raccoons, but they expect him. He goes out with, now I'm not talking like a pack of hot dogs, y'all. I'm talking like 5 pounds of hot dogs. And he sits there. And in 5 minutes, the man is literally covered head to toe with hungry raccoons that they adore him. And he's been feeding them for years.
Years.
And
Yeah.
it's just awesome. And some of these raccoons, oh my God, they're huge.
And
But
you know
anyway,
what? One of my favorite ones like that is on Insta. Well, I watch it on Instagram. It's pretty much everywhere. Is the lady with the three ASMR German Shepherds, and she feeds
oh,
them little bits of food to see which dog likes what. And it's I don't know what it is about that,
I know,
uh,
I
but
know.
it's I wait for those to come out to watch the dogs.
I mean, well, exactly. I think I actually put a meme up once that said, "I care about 4 or 5 people in real life and about 2 or 300 random internet dogs." It's true.
Yeah,
It's like, oh my god. I mean,
there you
and
go.
there was a horse rescue. I'm like, I can't watch it anymore. I mean, I had to watch to make sure my one horse was going to be okay, and
Mhm.
but it just brings out new plights that you really were kind of
Yeah. I can't watch the animal rescues because
uh,
it just breaks my heart, and I have a lot of suspicion that a lot of those are set up.
right. Now, this one
Put your
gal,
fucking phone
I'll
down and rescue that animal.
Well,
Why are
true.
you taking videos? You know,
Right. This
Jesus.
gal rescues wild
Yeah.
horses.
Mm.
And and she looks legit and everything, but what she's done is amazing. It's just like tiny kittens. That gal out of Canada. I mean, I have seen her have to get up to one little kitten. I'll never forget it. Her name, they named her Aurora. This was years ago. And she was born with a cleft palate. Just little kitten, you guys. Most people would have gone, yeah, okay, we're a rescue. There's really not much we can do. And that would have been the end of the story. Not Shelley. She got up every couple hours because this kitten could not latch to a nipple to nurse. So and to tube feed a baby that little, they had to stick a little tube down its throat. You have to be very careful. It's just a
Yep.
tedious thing. Every 2 hours, this chick did this. And they eventually saved that cat. They nicknamed it Aurora Cuda. She has her own channel now somewhere. I think it's on Facebook. I'm not sure. But they eventually raised up enough money that they were able to hire a surgeon to go and like a little person to close her palate so she would be normal again. And so it's just stuff like that. You get invested. Some of these people are just amazing what they will do.
Wow.
I mean, that's some serious dedication there. Um, but it is. I mean, my husband gets so annoyed with me. He's sitting there trying to do stuff, and you can tell I'm sitting over here with my little earbuds on, just laughing my ass off. And he'll get annoyed with me. What are you doing? I'm like, watch. And I'll make him watch like the little 2, 3 second, cat videos of stuff that are funny. They're doing stupid shit. And then he catches himself laughing. So it's just like, you're laughing. So I'm not busy.
He's
I'm
a
like, nah,
cat
you're
dad.
laughing. Stop. So there's so much more stuff to do out there than just sit around and be bitter, Alana. Maybe that's my point. I
But
don't know.
trying to find a niche on YouTube because you've been through a lot. A lot, and I've been through a lot of your reincarnations. So why don't you just stop and just be a viewer for a while, just watch videos. why do
Right.
you
Thank
have to
you.
why do you have to make an ass out of yourself? Because you do. There is nothing that you are selling to anybody. And
That
I
anybody's
say
buying, that's
selling,
for
I mean
sure.
what you have to say.
Right.
Even when you
No.
had pretend support from the bodega and Alex Glitter Farts would swan in,
Right.
she couldn't even control the narrative.
No.
And where is she now? They all told you to fuck off. You were just a joke.
Exactly. Exactly. Come
Even
on.
Katie Beauty told you to get lost. The French
Exactly.
Bride girl told you to get lost.
Yep.
How
All
many
of them.
rejections are you going to go through before it gets through that drug addled brain?
Well, exactly. And, again, she knows that she's full of shit. She does all this.
Oh,
It's
of
like a
course she
little
does. Yeah.
child
Yeah.
that they don't care if they get good attention out of something or bad attention out of something. They don't care as long as they're getting the attention.
Hmm.
And for us, it's easy. I mean, all we have to do is, it's, oh, well, what are you people going to do when you disappear or I disappear for weeks and months? For one, you never have. I'm still waiting. Um, you want to say, well, I wasn't around for months. No, hon, you weren't around for, I think, what, shy of a couple weeks? 'Cause I think you got in trouble. That's what I think. Because we know you. You forget this. We know exactly how you roll. So you can't fool anybody. You can't. So everybody knows how it works. So
Mhm.
you're always around. You weren't supposed to be around for court. You were supposed to have your devices monitored and it was going to cost you. Nobody said you couldn't be online. You could be online, but you had to be monitored.
And you
And
had
it
to pay
cost
for it.
money to
And
do that.
Alana doesn't like to pay for things.
No, she sure doesn't. So what did she do? She ran to Walmart, got burner phones, turned in the one phone that they wanted, and which was she was stupid because according to behind the scenes, what they found on that phone was like the guy was like, "Y'all should be really worried." So that's like, and that's the epitome of why we are private people when it comes to the internet. And, she goes, oh, well, you don't ever show yourselves. I've used one of my pictures before, but no, it's none of your business whether I do a live or I come on camera like on panel right now. I don't because I value my privacy. That is my, that's what I want to do. That's my
I
prerogative.
am a faceless channel, always have
Exactly.
been, and I have no plans to change for anybody.
Right, right. And just because she wants to go on, and then that's just it, though. Ma'am, you're a poser.
Mhm.
You don't look like that. The closest I've seen you look lately was at Walmart. And oh, they want to get on me because of my weight loss journey, my weight loss journey. Ma'am, nobody cares about your weight loss journey. Nobody
You're
cares.
just
Do you
laughing at
not
how
realize
old you
that?
look now and how saggy and
Yes. But that was a given. She should have known, and see, that's just it. And this was my point all along when she did all this shit. I said it from the get-go. She somehow got a fast track in with the weight loss doctor because she was not doing the stuff that you're supposed to do according to tons of the weight loss community that we talk to, and even Munching and Chatting, Pam. There's all kinds of people. Our own Lynn, they've had this procedure before. So there's things they want you to do beforehand. And she
after.
somehow, yes, and she somehow skipped through a lot of that shit because she smoked up until the day. Stop. She lied so much. It was ridiculous. But the whole thing, and again, I do still question. She never had the sleeve surgery. That was our whole point. Because again, I'd love for you to sue me. I love it because that would be my first thing. Well, you know what, Your Honor, started this was that. I'd like to see proof of that because ever since then, it's been an adventure. And I can show you 5 or 10 minutes of what that adventure has been like for the last couple years. And he'll say, why won't you walk away? Well, we tried to kind of walk away, but then, she keeps bringing all this shit back up. And then we had a feeling, you know what? We really need to keep a timeline on these lies because we felt it was important enough. And it has been important enough
Mhm.
to keep a timeline on these lies. So that would be my discussion with the authorities. So again, ma'am, you want to keep going there? Please do go there. Go there. I welcome that.
I think we all do.
Exactly.
Think is what you believe. What you believe
I know,
is how
ma'am.
you act or react. So let's break that down. If you're constantly second guessing everything in your life, living in the fear of failure,
No,
what's
not
fear?
me.
Fear starts by a thought. A thought grows to belief. Belief grows to action or reaction.
Huh?
Therefore, you destroy your life.
That's your conclusion?
Okay?
I guess so.
So if a person can keep you in the constant battle within yourself,
That's you,
you're
man.
going to destroy
I think that's what Kate and I are. We're constantly poking at you, so you take responsibility for what you do.
Right.
You
And
don't
what
like
you say.
that. Too bad,
No.
so sad. I don't care.
No, she
Boots
doesn't
on
want that.
neck, you
And
know?
right. And but she wants to, as long as, if she didn't talk about me as much, then maybe I wouldn't talk about her as much. But again, she
Exactly.
won't let us go.
Nope.
And that's why I said, you know what? Fuck it. She's not going to let us go. So we might as well just keep
Yep.
calling out the facts as they happen
And
and poke
laughing at her.
and laugh.
I
And because that is
refuse
all
to
you can
let her
do.
get to me anymore. Nope.
No,
Nope, nope, nope. Now,
no.
the yin and the yang.
Well, exactly. And, and even in the beginning, she did. I will say in the beginning, yeah, she pissed me right the fuck off
Sure.
because she's just fucking just blatantly lying. And I never met someone like that before. Even in real life, I don't know anybody that would just blatantly lie when I'm like, you're lying to my face, right? You know I can prove that wrong, right? So that doesn't go very well.
Yeah.
And so I just was floored by that behavior. So yeah, after, I went, and it's not 10 toes down. We've always said 10 toes down means you're dead, but okay, that's weird. But that's what I always remember that saying to be. But me, I can stand my ground and say, hey, I stood up for myself against you. And other people did too because they were going, wait a minute. No, we like Kate. We're not going to let this go. So, and then and other people got drug into it as well. And it just kind of took off from there. But again, prove anything you've said, and you can't.
Can't.
Stop talking about me. Maybe I will stop talking about you, but you can't do it. We can walk away for weeks, months, and not even utter you. And you can't stand it. And you go off and do crazy lives. Like when you said you were gone for months, honey, you weren't gone for months. You were gone for a little while because I think you were in trouble with YouTube. And then you came back accusing everybody of everything under the sun, hacking your phone, hacking doing this. You were suing Castle because somebody was paying him to hack your stuff. And I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Because you sound unhinged. That was how you came roaring back.
There is
And
no healing
no, not with
casting
you.
casting accusations that are so stupid.
And so easily proven to be a lie.
Yeah.
Try harder.
I don't think she has the capacity.
No.
your life, or you're not going to become better. You're going to be stuck in stagnation. You're not going to have the faith that life is going to get better, all because you're stuck in your head and you're fearful of failure.
And that's you, ma'am. That's
And
a
that's
you
why these
problem.
people come out of the woodworks.
To do what?
They purposely speak negativity about you, against you, to you, about your life, because they believe that it's subliminal, that repeating things over and over and over will eventually brainwash you and put you in that fear, the fear of lack, that you're not good enough.
That's not subliminal, but okay.
And if you don't love yourself,
I love myself just
if
fine.
you're
Me
already
too.
thinking these things due to hurt and trauma and all kinds of shit, you're already beating yourself up, then yeah, this shit will brainwash you. And then you will begin to believe what others say about you. And then you will self sabotage and destroy your own life.
No.
A part of self and inner healing is just that. You heal the voices that cause your own destructions, that speak doubt within yourself. You heal that.
You're
You
describing
then begin
yourself.
to reprogram
Oh,
yourself.
she is.
Every point in your life, everything that happens to you that you would have naturally reacted in a negative anger, speaking your own downfall on your life, change. When you love yourself and you have true, genuine, inside love for yourself,
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to see the negative in anything. Even when you are dealing with people who purposely try to sabotage you and get you back to a point of unrest within yourself.
Not anybody I
It's
know.
hard. It's
True.
hard to hold your composure. It's hard not to become angry.
Ma'am, we're just pointing out the truth. You refuse to accept it.
Yep. And again, nobody uses any false words. They're her words.
Yep.
And frustrated and feel something. Because number one, when you start to love yourself, you start to become passionate and you see love in everything, in life, in everyone.
No,
And
you don't. Not like that.
you cannot help but try to believe that everybody has good within themselves.
Well, that's just naive.
And when
Yeah.
people think that they've triggered you, you sound upset, that you're mad, it's not mad.
What
It's
is?
not anger.
What is?
It's not being pissed off about what they're doing to you. It's frustration because your eyes are open
Mm-hmm.
and you can't comprehend why people that are grown asses, adults, that choose to act worse than a two-year-old child would.
Shame on you, Kate.
A
Yeah.
two-year-old child don't know better. But these are grown adults in their 50s, 60s, 70s, 40s, 30s
Huh?
that
That's the
know
whole
well
gamut of
enough to
age.
not do this to other people. They know it. They know it. They ignore it, but they know it. And they justify it. And they try to pick apart things in a person's life and drudge up any dirt, any shit pile that they can roll around in to make their justification deemed just. Right.
Huh?
Okay.
Oh, maps again. Maps at the door.
It's not when you get to the point that you love life and you love yourself and everything about yourself, you love your worst enemy. I have always been the type of person that I would have helped someone that treated me like shit no matter what. I wouldn't let them sleep on the streets. If they needed the shirt that was on my back, I
Long
would
as
have
you
gave
could get something back for it.
Right. Or stab you in the back in the middle of the night when you weren't looking.
Mm.
it to them.
That's more like it.
I've always been that person.
Wear your skin type of shit.
Says you, yeah.
But when you heal, you can't hate. Once you hit that point of eternal love, there's no way that you can have
Fuck.
anger towards anyone or
Hey,
resentment
Llama. Good
towards
to see you,
anyone
honey.
or hate towards anyone.
I'm
It's
not
more
hating
of
today.
disappointment. It's more of not understanding and frustration,
Don't
not with
lie.
the people, just
Not gonna lie.
the actions.
Hey, Llama. Hopper's fat wife.
So I said,
My
I love
spirit
the
team
name. I'm
has
not
been
gonna
working with
lie.
me to not try to understand, to live in a life of love, because frustration can lead to anger. And anger can lead to you saying things that you don't mean and hurting people
Oh,
when you're not even hurting yourself. You're just angry. And I'm not
What
going
are
to
we
live that
angry
life.
about?
yeah.
I said in 2023, when everything occurred with these people online and everything that I did, that by the age of 45, I was going to change and I'm not going to be like this ever again.
And too bad you did not accomplish that.
Yeah. That's a sad thing.
Am I perfect? No. Do I sound mean? Often. Do I mean
I'm stupid.
any intentional harm to someone? No.
Why is Hopper mad at you, fat wife?
I'm not ever going to be perfect.
What'd you do?
I'm not ever going to stop being a better version of myself.
Oh dear. Is
And what
this
I
it?
think is right
Oh my
and a better
goodness.
version of myself is left up to me, God, and my spiritual team, and my
Demons
ancestors
in our
that are
head.
my
The
guardian
voices.
angels. Okay?
Hopper really shouldn't get
You don't get
involved in
to write
conflict.
in my story of my life. You don't get to write in my book.
Just a book, guys. Here's the book.
You're not privileged, nor do you have the authority to be in the book of my life. I write it, I conduct it,
Okay.
Good for you. We just
I
repeat what you say
create it,
about it.
not you.
Okay.
So, what you believe is right, okay, you have the right to believe that.
Thank you.
But I don't have to choose to believe that that is right for me.
Well, put it up if it's different. Prove it. Love to see it.
When I became to a point that I could realize and came to the realization that nobody controls nothing in my life but myself,
That's correct. You are your own worst enemy.
I realized the very raw depth of that. And it's a hard pill to swallow
Oh,
because everybody always blames somebody else.
Must be
It
for her
isn't
because
no
she's
one
been on
else's
about it
fault
for
but your
years.
own. You choose to act and react with others. You choose the manner in which you react to others. You choose your own actions in life. You choose the thought in your head. You choose the belief that you believe and the words that come out of your mouth.
okay.
No one makes anyone do anything unless it's the R word or someone is murdered.
Exactly. So you're responsible for your own actions.
Is that what she said?
I think so because, well, it's nobody's fault but their own, unless it's something you're responsible for your own stuff, unless it's the R word or murder. So I don't know what she's pointing at, except for she's responsible for her own self, her own decisions and
Okay.
choices.
Right. Like giving up all your children at birth. Yeah.
Right. Right.
So I don't know who needs to hear this.
Not me.
I'm not going to lie to you.
I'm not going to
It's a
lie to you.
very
Don't joke.
hard pill to swallow, a very hard journey to take. But if you truthfully want to do it for yourself and no one else, then do it. You will find your way. No one can give you, and again, this has to be done in solitude. You can't listen to no one else because it's no one's else. They are not you. There's no one on this earth that truly knows what you think and how you feel deep inside yourself. So therefore, this has to be a road that you have to travel all by yourself. And the only way you can get through this is either to find faith within yourself that you can get through it, or find God and invite your spirit team to come in and guide you and help you through this. Just as a child learns to roll over, then they learn to sit up, then they learn to crawl, then they learn to stand, and then they take their first step. This is basically what you're doing all over again. But you don't have your mom and dad there to catch you when you fall. You have yourself in the physical realm. In the spiritual realm, you've got a fucking army. But in the physical realm, the
Physical
here and
realm,
now.
you have reality. Spiritual realm, you're dealing with your psychosis.
Exactly.
Can I say?
Now you have no one but yourself. And
Barbie B.
it's hard. It's not lonely at all. When you let go of everything, when you realize there's nothing in this world that you have to prove to any living being that's on the face of this earth, that the only thing you have to prove to someone is yourself and God, then you let go of everything. You're stripped down to the meat and bone. I can say this. At first, when I began this, until I started healing the traumas from my childhood life, I experienced some loneliness. But I knew somewhere in the depth of me, I had to be alone in order to find
Mm.
my inner self. And now I love being alone
Yeah, I bet you
because
do.
I'm never alone. I have myself and I have God and my spirit team.
What about poor Carlito?
Yeah. How
I'm not going to lie to anyone.
about your
It's very
masculine what's
painful
it sit?
because you have to face things that you stuck in the back of your head that you refuse to dredge up again because you just don't want to face it and don't want to think
Well,
about it.
tell me what it is and
But you
I'll
have to
face
do
it.
it. You have
Exactly.
to get to the meat and bone of you being a real monster to other people.
Oh.
Sometimes when they didn't deserve it.
Like who? Tell me who.
You got to face yourself in your own reflection of the mirror of life.
Oh boy.
And it's hard.
Ah.
But you can't lie to yourself. You can't sugarcoat it and you can't make no excuses. Or you won't heal.
I'm healed just fine, thank you.
But I can tell you,
Yeah.
once you get to that inner peace and happiness,
Hmm.
once you let go and shed your past and every darn mistake and dumb fuck thing that you've ever done in your life, life is beautiful.
Thank you,
See,
Guru Al.
what people don't understand, the most richest thing in the world has no monetary price on it.
You're right.
The most
You don't know that.
richest person in the world is the person who finds inner peace and happiness and love. True, authentic, unconditional love. Love for
Which you
life,
have
love
nobody
for
that does.
everything in it,
Sorry.
Yeah.
and definitely love for
Nothing.
thyself.
Nope.
She wishes, but she hasn't.
That is
Yep.
something that money
No.
cannot buy. And people that even is the richest person in the world, they try to find this very piece that I've achieved in any object that money can buy. And they're always, always constantly buying something, looking for something, trying to find it in some. You can't find it in anything, it's in yourself. It
Hence
can't
why
be
they say
bought.
money can't
It
buy
can't be
love,
given to
idiot.
you by another human being
Sure,
or
little
being.
boot, sure.
God can't even give it to you. That's why He gave us the consciousness of free will,
Oh God.
the consciousness of self awareness.
Which you
He
have
can't give
none.
it to you. You have to find it.
Well, go keep looking for yours.
Inner happiness and happiness And abundance has nothing to do with material things or the money that is in your pocket. All those things can be taken away from you in a
Listen, I'll break this down for you, Alana. Basically, God helps those who help themselves. So there's your little deep thought. You need to sit and think about that one and stop trying to bring the universe in there. Short little
Exactly.
phrase that says a whole lot.
Exactly. Don't scare us anymore
blink
because it's
of an eye.
weird.
Yeah. Yeah, for heaven's sake.
And then you would be destroyed. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you be down? Wouldn't you be negative? No. The most richest part and the most abundant thing of wealth is love for the self, inner peace. Because when the world falls, when your world is wiped out from underneath of you, you're still going to be happy and in love with your life and yourself.
See
And
why
you
I
will
fell
find the
asleep?
better things and the better possible way out of things. Instead of thinking that the world is against you, you need to self-delete. Being wealthy and rich has nothing to do with physical objects and physical things that money can buy. That's
What?
an endless pursuit, and you will never feel true,
I think she
deep
meant the things that money
happiness.
can't buy, but she's an idiot and doesn't know the difference. Oh my God.
That's what people don't understand.
Jesus.
If I am sleeping on the concrete outside, so be it. I still love myself.
Okay.
And I know this is only temporary
Oh, wait a
because
minute.
I'm
Wait,
going to get
wait,
myself
what?
out of
What? Hang
anything.
on, hang
Yeah.
on.
I've done it
Get
before,
the other
and now
tab.
I know for sure.
I think we have an admittance that she is sleeping on the concrete.
Let's
That's
hear.
what it sounds like to me.
That's what people don't understand.
Let's hear.
If I am sleeping on the concrete outside, so be it. I still love myself. And I know this is only temporary because
So this
Mm.
is present tense, not past tense.
Uh-huh.
Your Freudian slip is showing again.
Yes, it is.
I'm going to get myself out of anything. I've done it before, and now I know for sure it will happen. And I'll come back stronger than whatever I've lost before. And let's say I never get off the streets again. I'm homeless until the day I take my last breath. Good. I still love my life and I love myself, and I'm not embarrassed about it.
Yeah, because you have no goals.
Yep.
Because whatever my situation is, I can help another person see.
How to
I
scam,
could
how to
be an
grift.
example to another individual
Of what?
to
Not
face their
sheer
fear
determination.
of failure. There is no such thing as failure. There's only lessons and cycles in life. You keep repeating things over in your life until you learn the lesson.
And this is
When
a
you
short one,
realize
Barbie
that,
D.
there's nothing that can be taken from you. You don't even fear your life being taken from you. I don't fear death. Only thing I fear is God.
Clearly
Because
you
God
don't.
rules where I go after I take my last breath. When you understand that, that's the most richest thing, the most abundant thing, the most wealthiest thing you can ever inherit in this lifetime. There's not a damn thing that could be taken from me.
Okay.
Not even my own life. There's not a damn thing in this world that can break me
Uh-oh.
unless I break
Oh,
myself.
just Kate and I, apparently.
And that's not an option.
Can you still hear me?
So
Yes.
I don't know who needs
Oh, okay, good.
to
Sorry.
hear that.
Oh,
I don't know if you're in a situation. I'm getting a feeling that someone is facing the possibility of losing everything they got for whatever reason. There's nothing to fear. And the reason why I say this to you is because there was a time and point in the evolution of humanity, being a human, where we never had money. We didn't have houses and apartments and cars. We started out surviving and living off the land and hunting and starving, consistently moving.
we had barter and trade before actual physical money. So there was always, you want this fur, I want that Flintstone car. I don't know. I'm just making shit up here. You know, there was barter and trade. So I don't get her point.
From one place and another to find safety and shelter. If you take yourself back to your primal instinct, to the death of being primal, there is nothing that can break you or take you off this face of earth. You have everything that you need to survive within
She is so weird.
yourself.
She is.
We're perfect.
I can make a fire without matches, Alana. Can you?
I can too.
Yay!
Perfectly designed that way. Living in cages. Not cages. Lord, why did I say this? Somebody living in a cage? I hope not. Call the police. Caves. Living in structures that were made out of leaves and branches. Digging holes in damn grounds to get away from the cold or the heat.
Oh my God.
Going to bed starving at night because they couldn't find berries or an animal to kill so that they could eat that night, or fish to bring in.
And yet they survive.
The very essence of humanity is primal. And when I say primal, I mean every bit of that. Take yourself, remember where you came from. You hear people say that all the time, especially in tarot cards. Here lately, that is the message that has been coming out over and over.
When you get tarot cards, you let me know.
Remember where you came from. And people mistaken it as, oh, I came from the Bronx. I came from the hood. I was poor. My family. That is not what it means. Spirit wants you to remember the beginning of humanity, the primal state.
Did you ever explain what her spirit is? Because she talks like spirit wants to remind you. What does that mean? I don't know what this means.
Because when you
If so, you need to
remember
talk louder.
the beginning of humanity, the primal state, you remember how to survive anything and everything in life. And everything that you got in life that you're so fearful of losing doesn't exist no more because you're not scared of losing
Hey,
anything.
Melissa.
Do you not understand that message, people? I know people have watched the tarot card readers that I've shared out. Remember where you came from. It doesn't mean your mom, your lineage, your inheritance. It means the beginning of humanity when we were all one and didn't know the difference between each other.
Huh?
The prime
Yeah, I gotta.
It makes no sense.
Half of this thing doesn't make sense.
Well, true. Hence, I fell asleep. Oh my
No,
God.
I have to admire her ability to go on and on and on and on and on without a breath.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, and she's always been able to do that. I mean,
Yep.
she could drone on for like we're proven,
Hey,
we've seen hours. I mean, hours, 18, 24 hours. And it's just like, God, stop, take a breath.
go to the bathroom. Get yourself something to eat or drink.
primal instinct within. The strength, the ability, and the resilience to survive anything and everything. That's what
Oh,
that
hey, Melissa, good to
means.
see you, sweetheart.
Oh, did I miss? Is she leaving?
No, she's just coming
Oh,
in.
oh, she's coming. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to comment on her. I talked to God, not a spirit. Yes, because the spirit thing is demonic.
Well, exactly. And she doesn't understand that she's like wrapping all kinds of shit wrapped up into one that are like, what? What? No.
Oh, that's okay, Barbie D. She's hard to take sometimes.
Oh, definitely.
Self help, get your mentals straight. You know,
Right. And then just think of
pour
it this
yourself
way.
a drink.
This is your afternoon giggle, and you can be perplexed and go, I have no idea what she's talking about, but okay. Like the rest of us.
She does have verbal diarrhea.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
yeah.
certainly does.
You take out the stupid tongue ring so you could pronounce words. Well, even when she didn't have it in, she couldn't pronounce dick.
Yeah. Exactly. And oh, I'm so sorry, Melissa. That's sad, but
Oh,
yeah, you're right. I don't think they mentioned that part.
yeah. We tried to explain to her that reincarnation is a Hindu religion concept, or I should say more South Asian. I think Buddhists believe in it too.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, it's not a Christian concept. Karma, that kind of stuff. That's I don't know where she's getting all that and trying to convince us that this is the norm for most of us, which it isn't. And
Right.
these spirits are demonic, and I don't know what you're trying to prove, honey, but
Yeah.
know that you're under the influence of something evil. But I'm here to laugh at it, so go.
Well, exactly. I mean, it's just given us no other choice because it's honestly to me it's funny that she's getting all pissed off about shit that she said that's come out of her own mouth. Nobody made anything up, and she's going to sue us all. We're all using slander. We're going to jail. It's like for what, bitch? Shit that you've said? Stop it. That's what makes it hilarious. And it's just like, you know what? Who cares?
Because she
You
doesn't even
know?
understand the concept she's speaking of.
Right.
She's
Exactly.
listening to other channels spout this garbage, and she's taking it as her own, because that's her psychopathy
Pattern. Yeah,
is
that's
is
her
yeah,
pattern.
is to latch onto somebody's ideals or looks and adopts it as her own, even though she's got the most not even the most basic grasp of what it all means. I still have
Exactly.
to go, oh, I better check that. At least I
Right.
know, and I go and read about it before
Right.
you know
Start mouthing off about it. Exactly. And like Melissa said, God is not a spirit. He's the beginning at the end. He is
yeah,
bigger than a spirit. And she doesn't comprehend any of this shit that she tries to twist to her narrative. And I am so glad that he lived a long, wonderful life, but I'm still sorry for your loss. But it sums it up perfectly. She doesn't understand, and she wants to think she's all this philosophical shit. No, it's not. You look stupid. I'm
Mhm.
sorry.
'Cause
And
she
that's
has
what's funny.
absolutely no concept of any of these different religions and what they mean to be. She's just gathering it all and mushing it into big ball,
Right.
and trying to make it a thing, mold
Right.
it into something, and it
Right.
isn't.
No, and to sound threatening. The
Yeah.
other Barboon does that too. It's like, please, that's gonna backfire on your ass too. And now, ma'am, you're on notice. None of us behind the scene, nobody hacked your phone, nobody did that stupid shit. You alone got in trouble in a kerfuffle that your dog bit someone, and that's on you. That is totally on you. So you can't
Yeah,
backtrack that.
she sure can't.
That's your own doing, not anybody of us. But they're watching you now.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
I think I've awoken a lot of people at this moment, didn't I? Because
No.
I think sometimes the tarot card reader's mistaken what that means. It doesn't have anything to do with your ancestry, your bloodline. It doesn't have anything to do
What
with
does
where
bloodline
you
have to
came
do with
from,
anything?
what
I
race
don't
you
know. She
are.
lost me again.
It means the beginning of humanity, the primal state. When you open your eyes and learn, remember who you are, where you came from,
I do.
and know that it's the primal state of humanity, then there is nothing
What?
that can defeat you, and there is not one thing in life that you face that you cannot survive and conquer.
Exactly,
That's
Angela.
what that means.
Krista.
I don't know who you are.
Agreed, Michael.
I get a sense.
Or
Sometimes I
Law
get
and Order.
intuitive downloads and messages where I'm not allowed to know who the person is. And the reason being is because my spirit team protects you against my own bias thoughts about you. Even if I'm healed and I say that I've forgiven this situation, I still could influence or project something. So sometimes when I get intuitive messages, I'm not allowed to know who you are, so that I can give you the raw
Oh, is this why
essence
you
of
call us
what the spirit
individuals?
and God and your own ancestors are trying to wake you up to and to get you to hear. The only way that life can destroy you
Mm-hmm.
is if you believe that.
Believe what? You make no sense, you idiot.
That's the
Thank
only way.
you.
If you're facing homelessness,
Like you?
understand it's only temporary.
Okay. Until you find
And it
another
means
spot.
a do over. You get to restart and make everything better
Mm,
than it was the last time.
mm,
And you're going to learn how to stabilize that so that it doesn't happen again.
mm-hmm.
That's on you, ma'am. I've never been
If you
homeless,
look
so
at it
I'm blessed.
from the point of view of within yourself and not blaming everything else. There is
Well,
no
then you
blame.
shouldn't blame other people for your problems.
There is no failure. It's a cycle. Learn the lesson. Go to your primal instinct. and start from there.
What is my primal
Because
instinct?
the
I don't
truest,
know.
Find
I think
work?
Michael's right. She's
greatest
been watching
wisdom
too many horror movies.
starts
Yep.
when there's no influence, when there's no help. When you go back to that primal instinct within yourself,
What does that
you teach yourself,
mean? I'm
and then
sounding like
that's where
Peanut
the
right now.
ancient
What does that
greatest wisdom
mean?
awakens within you. Everything you need is within yourself. Don't look at other people's lives. If it was meant for you to have what others have, then you would have it.
Huh?
Don't focus on the outside. Focus on the inside. Because none of that is irrelevant when you lose it all. You become your own imprisonment of self if that's what you focus on when you lose everything. If you're facing homelessness or if you are
Amen.
homeless at this moment,
Took
what
me
got
out.
you there?
Oh shit.
And you're not allowed to say, well, this person didn't know. What got you there? And you can't involve anything outside yourself when you ask that question.
Don't ask that question.
No one has power over your life to destroy it. Only you destroy your own life. So what got you
You're
there?
in a gorilla.
There's always
Telling
a
you,
lesson
call Houston. You could
in
play.
every thing that falls.
This is the new chapter of the Bible.
There's always a weak
Gospel
point that
according
causes
to.
everything to crumble. And it's not due to anybody else, it's due to you not seeing something correctly, not doing something correctly. Everybody on the face of this earth, you start taking for granted everything that you have because you get this belief and delusion in
By
your
the
head
way, I'm
that
sorry
everything
I'm
you
word
got at this moment
nitpicking again. It's granted, not granite.
Right.
Okay, sorry.
in your life is forever always going to be there. Wrong. When you get arrogant and cocky and believe that, in a blink of an eye, something can happen and wipe that all away from you. A national disaster can come through and destroy your entire life.
You're right.
Take everything that you own and everything that you love from
In a
you.
blink of an eye.
Nothing that is physical, that is an object that you bought in life is guaranteed to be there when you blink your eye. It could be wiped
Exactly.
away.
And it shouldn't take us to tell you that.
And often that's the mistake. People get arrogant and conceited in their life thinking, yeah, I'm always going to have this lifestyle. It's always going to be this way. No. The rich don't stay rich by disrespecting the lifestyle. They
What?
stay rich
What?
by
They
understanding.
stay rich by investing and
Thank you.
reinvesting.
Maybe I don't know if she says by disrespecting the lifestyle that you do what some of the celebrities do and blow all their money all at once and they don't have anything later. But that's not what rich people, like we're talking Elon Musk, rich
Wealthy people.
people,
Yeah,
they know how to manage their shit.
yeah.
So, I
That's
mean,
why I've
come
always
on.
made the distinction between rich and wealthy. Because the rich are, they get a YouTube channel, for instance, and make bank and then they blow it all.
Right.
Wealthy people, invest and reinvest their money. They make their money work. That's the difference. Others
Exactly.
like spend it till it's gone. Others, know what to do with it.
Right. Daddy would always say, save the principal and spend the dividend.
There you go. I love that.
Understanding it and respecting it, not getting cocky and arrogant, and believing that they're always going to be on top and at this
This
status.
is the person that lives on $1,200 a month, giving
Right.
you wealth lessons. You say, hey, there's another channel idea. You can be one of those YouTube financial gurus.
Right.
Maybe
And
you
it's
can get your own
interesting.
Bitcoin.
I think that it may have gotten knocked down to whatever was in that sob story note that got written to the court on her behalf.
Oh,
Uh, it said 900 and something now, but then all of a sudden she doesn't get that anymore either. Yeah, I think it's more like the 9 something because they probably took some away, finding out that she at one point did try to work. And then she got booted and they went, no, okay, well, and then she never got it back.
yeah. They may
So,
be paying themselves back out of what they allot her. So,
right, right. And the food stamps make up
yeah.
for it. So,
Oh, what did I do? There.
Because even the greatest celebrity or person of the greatest status has fell and hit their face and lost everything.
Interesting. Yeah, Susie Orman. I like that, Michael. Sorry, you
goes
there?
along with the
If
rest
you
of her
believe
stuff.
Oh,
you're going to be in lack, then you're going to be in lack.
In lack? How are you in lack? I'm sorry, I'm in lack right now.
If you always got that fear that everything that you got can be taken, it will get taken.
took it,
Because
Cooking?
you're
guys.
going to unknowingly not know that you self sabotaged your own life.
Ooh, a little
Again, she's
self-reflect.
talking about herself.
Yes.
If you believe in failure, then you are going to experience failure.
100%, Melissa. Amen.
So, again, I'm not now allowed to know who you are. But I woke up today, just a few minutes ago. I had to wake myself up to get myself together so I can pull the thoughts of what the Spirit and God wanted to be said together so that I can make sense, so I can reach the heart of whoever needs to hear this.
And coming from someone who used to say she would get up and just sometimes feel like being a bitch and rag on people, so she did.
And she did say that.
Yep. I just woke up and wanted to be mean.
Let me go get some tea, guys, and I'll be right back.
She keeps that on her 30,000 sub channel that she keeps hidden.
Right. Right. And the inheritance from her mother. Uh-huh. That
Uh,
that the government pays. No. No, that's not how that works. The Treasury Department does not cut that kind of shit. Sure doesn't. Just like the IRS won't do your returns, ma'am. They'll tell you they're not going to balance your books. They're not going to do any of that shit. They're going to go, how nice. Let me help you. How nice. Do you need us to refer you to a CPA? They're
yeah.
not going to take that responsibility and do it. It's on you. Stop it.
Oh my God.
The entitlement just kills me here. It's like, stop it. You're
What did
no.
you see? Misinformation. It's
It is.
see in her head. She believes if it sounds right in her head. Remember when she was instructing that police officer on the law and her constitutional rights?
Oh, yes.
And the
Mhm.
officer was saying that's not part of the Constitution. Oh, yes, it is. It's my constitutional right. She was going
I know.
on and on and on.
And I loved that cop. You could tell that cop was not gonna go with that rodeo much longer. And she's like, she's like, "Well, I'm calling the internal affairs on Houston." She's like, "Okay, do you need the number?"
Yeah, and she
I
said,
love that
"No, I
woman.
already have it."
Exactly. She's like, "Do you need the number? I got it for you if you need it, doll. Don't worry about it. We got you." Like she thought that was the woman was gonna puddle into, "Oh my god, they're gonna sue us. Oh my god."
The
She went, "Yeah,
fire.
okay. And here you go. Have a nice day. Don't you think I'd have gone to jail?" No,
Yeah,
ma'am, you're very lucky that you had already hung up. And then not 5 minutes
I'm gonna buy me a
later, you
cigarette.
marched your happy panic attack having ass into the police station. I just talked to the officer and she said, "It's not my constitutional right to know." You idiot. I loved that. I still love to listen to that because it's fucking hilarious.
oh my god.
Listen to you having a panic attack because you aren't getting your way. Oh,
I have a
so
right
much for
to
that
know who's
skit.
bringing charges on me. No, you don't.
Uh-huh. That skit went really wrong, didn't it? Poor Left Eye and Teresa. Jeez.
I
I
know.
feel bad
I
for
wonder
them.
how they are.
Oh, they're probably
Probably in a
doing
great.
well. They're probably hanging out with Bubba One Eye.
I'm doing so I have to get
Oh, I think she's muttering to Carlos at this point here. Let me skip ahead.
inner voices. Don't we all have that inner voice that talks to you?
Do we hear voices, honey? We
That
know you
tries to
do.
help you. It's
Yes.
called your conscience.
That's what.
Nah,
Your
mine just
little
sits on my
slice of
shoulder and makes
having
suggestions.
intuition.
Yeah.
Because that's how God speaks to you. That little thing called your subconscious voice.
Yeah, but
That's
it's
God.
not. Listen,
That's your
honey.
in
But it doesn't actually form words. It's not a spirit. It's not talking directly to you. It's appealing to your instincts.
intuitive know of what is right and what is wrong. And how do you get the message of right and wrong? Generally from your spirit.
No, it's from higher brain functions.
Exactly.
I
Either God or whatever.
don't
By God or whatever.
know.
And if it's generally from spirit,
No.
you don't ever second guess it. You
Oh,
wouldn't
okay.
have to. You don't think about second guessing it.
Mm.
If you second guess it, then it's your own voice telling you something that isn't right.
He
You
is
have to
real,
learn the
Melissa, but she'd
difference.
throw him under the bus in a heartbeat to save her
She
ass.
would.
Logan!
She would be. Did she just screech? Hang on. I'm just gonna.
I hollered at the dog, I
You don't
think.
ever second guess it. You wouldn't have to. You don't think about second guessing it. If you second guess it, then it's your own voice telling you something that isn't right. You have to learn the difference. Logan!
Ah,
Yeah,
Jesus
she woke me
Christ.
up. I remember it woke me up. I'm like, what? What?
Talk about
Oh my
Jesus
taking you
God.
out of
mercy
the
God,
moment.
what the heck have you been eating, girl?
It's probably the crap, whatever you've been feeding those poor dogs or
Mm-hmm.
dog, excuse me, because you only have the one,
Or
amazingly
pissed
enough.
on the floor.
Yeah, magically just reappeared, didn't it?
Where's Bella?
Yeah, where is Bella? Wetch.
Ooh.
Just tap it forward.
Find out what
There we go.
and how to do what you need to do. I can't give you that. I can't teach you that. It's internal and
You
it comes
can't.
from connection of God. And each person would be individual. Not one thing fits all. I can't give you that.
Exactly, Melissa. She's a horrible pet parent.
There's no book that you can open up. There's no videos that you can watch. They can give you the basis on how to do it, but that's a shoe that fits everybody. It's not specific to your own size. And whether it works or it don't, and most of the time it don't, because it's not you connecting with yourself in order to connect with God and your spirit team to learn how to do that properly. So I can't give you that answer. I
Okay.
can't tell you what I do because it's not made for everybody. It's made specifically for myself.
I'll be right back.
Certainly. We shall
And no,
continue
I'm
to
not being
hear.
stingy. No, I'm not trying to be mean. It's the truth. It's the cold hard truth. Logan!
Dang. Poor dog. She probably feeds it crap. That's
What
why
the
it's
heck did
farting.
you eat, girl, that's giving you gas like that? Jesus. What? I can't stop it. It's your butt.
Again, you're obsessed with asses. It doesn't matter what species it is.
I think it's the darn milk I gave you earlier, probably. You always get gas when I give you milk.
She probably feeds them garbage food, Melissa. Wouldn't surprise me. Whatever's cheap so she can get her name brand cigarettes and stuff.
I'm back. Sorry, I thought
Exactly.
somebody was at the
Everybody's
door.
self-healing.
Oh, no, you're fine. Was it a cute process server?
It's not
Well, it was the
something that's
Houston Police
taught to you.
Department.
You
I
can't
got
find a
told.
Oh,
video online. It's not
the
something that
Mounties
you
have
read
arrived.
about.
Ah.
Officer friendly, anyone?
Personal growth is exactly what it means. Personal. Only designed for yourself and only you know what your personal growth is.
Oh,
Can
Lana,
someone
please don't be
give you
philosophical anymore. You suck at it. Oh,
guidance in the beginning of what to do? They can
But
suggest
there
something,
it is,
but is it going to
Tanya.
work? No, because
it's just gross,
only
isn't it? But,
you know what you feel and what you've been through and what you've experienced and what is right and what isn't right for yourself.
Oh, Krista, I hope not.
It can't be taught. It's internal. It starts within.
I know Calla. When she goes, "Wow," it makes me up. Hey, whoa. She yelled at the dog. That definitely woke me up.
Yeah, that's right. They don't. They get they're lactose
And what is
intolerant.
the point for tarot
Yep.
card readings, etc.?
That's
Tarot
okay,
card
Gala.
readings is a basic line to give you a warning, a message, or encouragement from your own spiritual team. If it's a general message, then it's a general message. It's like opening up a book and reading a sentence. It is
Well, my
up to
spiritual
you
team
and
said
your
to ignore your
discernment on how
spiritual
you
team, so we're
take
good.
what you hear and make it work for yourself. Understand?
Not really.
It's a
I know I
message.
don't.
It is upon you
Mm-hmm.
to figure out within yourself
Listen.
what that means to you.
Oh,
Because what I
Run
hear
for
in a tarot
office.
card reading, a general tarot card reading, is not what he hears or she hears or that person hears. That's
listen. When you learn to read tarot cards, like for real, then you can tell us. But you just watching other tarot card channels and pretending that you know more.
Well, and that they're talking about, this is their messages for you.
Mhm.
Ma'am, no, it's not. Stop. That's a little bit freaky. You want, and you say that all the time. Well, I know they're not talking to me. Then why do you sit there and go, yes, confirmed? You sound like some deranged evangelist. Stop it.
Why they say, if it resonates with you, good. Use your own discernment. Discernment means
Uh-oh.
knowing whether or not that is meant for you. And then you take what you feel that it is saying to you and your soul, and then you act on it, or you react on it.
Okay.
It's just like reading a self help book. You get a basis, the message, the what could be the knowledge, but it is you who enacts
I
the
know malicious.
actions to make it work.
She latches onto a word and will use it.
You read a self help book and you get something from that book, and the other person may not get the same thing from that book that you read. Again, your own discernment.
Don't even. I wish she would Google words she's not sure of.
And well, I think she does, and she uses parts of each definition of it. It's like, okay,
Ah,
those are like
oh.
ones and down one could be used this way. So she just kind of twists it however meets the narrative. That's all she cares about.
Ask yourself this one thing:
Okay.
why are you scared to be by yourself in silence? Why
I'm
can't
not.
you stand
Mm,
silence and being all by yourself
I
I
love
have
being by
no problem with that. I
I'm
don't mind it either.
introvert.
with no
Yeah.
noise, no distraction?
I get stuff
Just
done.
you and yourself in pure silence.
I just not
Why
interrupted
can't you
by
face that?
mundane.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, Melissa. Agreed. Confirmation.
Confirmed. Yep. Come on. It's almost at the end. I think she's running
Oh,
out of steam.
thank God.
Yep. Thank.
Focus on what's in the background, reflecting in the mirror. Just stand there for a minute and look at yourself in the mirror.
I
Okay.
don't think you have any because your wig's on crooked.
Notice yourself
I'm sorry. Oh, I said that out loud
in
again, didn't I?
Yeah,
silence.
you
No
get
thoughts or nothing, just look at yourself.
a couple of minutes left. I think she just rambles on.
People don't do that. The only time generally a mirror is used is when they're trying to get ready, when they're shaving, brushing their teeth, fixing their hair, putting their makeup on, washing their face. Always a deflection.
All the things you
A
should do.
focus on something else
Oh, yeah.
that you're
I thought
blind to what
everybody
you're
did.
actually seeing in that mirror. Can you do it? I can do it. I do it every day. I
Whoo!
purposely have my bed
We can only
aligned with my
strive for
dresser
that
mirror
perfection.
so that when I wake up, look over, I have no choice but to see myself.
Ew.
Yeah, because your bed's kissing your dresser. You have no choice. You can't
Most
walk in
people
front of
have
your
their
bed
mirrors
for
or
your
dressers
dresser.
or vanities set off in a corner
Mm-hmm.
where they have to get up with the purpose of focusing on fixing their hair, their makeup, they're putting their jewelry in.
Ian?
I aligned my dresser along my bed so that when I stand up, I have no choice but to see myself for no
That's
reason
because that's the
whatsoever.
only room you have. You have no
Oh,
choice.
oh
I'm
my God.
sorry. Stop, girl. No. That that $300,000 man should really let you down.
Yeah. She's living in the closet.
Something that has like, girl, please clean
Anywho,
your sink. Oh, the mold. Oh my God, you're trying to look all sexual in a
whomever
TikTok
this
video,
was
and the
for,
mold,
or
that's all I can
whoever,
see. I shut it
Oh,
off.
a
It was
multitude of
gross.
people, if it was meant for a bunch of people,
Ugh,
picked up what I was putting out
don't worry,
and
there's
understand
screenshots.
what I was saying. Y'all have a blessed night, and I'll see you again when I'm able to come back on.
Yeah, kind of
okay.
depends on that free
Bye.
Bye.
Wi-Fi, huh? Bye. And we can, not talk about her for weeks and do whatever and think, yay, peace and quiet. And then it comes back. It's like the Candyman.
It
And I
does.
just watched that again. I haven't watched the original in a long time. And there was a lineup. Hubby was traumatized by Babadook. Um, and I'm like, honey, that's just the Babadook. It's okay. The stuff that's like, being possessed and guys that bugs him for some reason. I'm just like, okay, whatever. Um, but then we watched shit. Now I can't think of the name of the movie because I got hung up on the Babadook. Um, I don't remember. That's that kind of day. It's Saturday. Mind your business. I don't remember. Shit.
Brain fart.
It is what it is. Uh, I know. It's now I need a nap. I'm like with Melissa. My brain needs to like disconnect and go be a calm and quiet somewhere. I know that's what I was talking
Going
about is
by
like
Melissa.
we don't talk about her. She just keeps
Yep.
coming back no matter what. And it's like that's where we owned our fate. And when the tarot card readers, she's under her breath. Like she just does it. But yeah, I've changed. I've changed.
I've
Girl,
changed.
changed from when? The other day? Stop. You're trying to throw Libras under the bus because I have a feeling that Jay is a Libra. Duh.
Exactly. Exactly.
So you're trying to throw him under the bus and nail everybody else on top of it. And you're who other? I only got parts of this. Whoever was, she's throwing cards out for the next zodiac sign. Who all's involved? And it was like you forgot one. Might as well just put them all fucking out there. You forgot one. So so everybody's involved. It's like, oh my God, it's conspiracy. Holy shit. And so she's trying to name people who she thinks are this sign and that sign. And it's just like, oh, girl, you're
Yeah,
embarrassing yourself.
and she
What?
brings up her status as a Taurus, and I'm going, sweetie, bulls are nothing but testosterone fueled rage. They
And what?
shit and they eat grass. That's what
What?
they do.
Thank you. And they boss around the cows,
Yep.
or they try to.
So that's not quite the flex you were looking for.
Exactly. And, my ex was a Taurus, please. Not even. Not even.
Yep.
So,
There you go.
When you deal with, because I'm very proud. I am half Italian and half Irish, and that should scare you alone. That should fucking scare you alone. So I'm not intimidated by much. I'm just not.
No, and a birth sign is what? I should be scared because you're a particular birth sign?
Exactly. I'm a Taurus.
Okay.
Whoop de fucking do. you know?
Running
And
high, running high.
and and okay. So
Yeah.
The most fun we had with that shit was when we went to our favorite Chinese place and you sat down and they gave you one side of the menu you could color for the kids. And then
Mhm.
the other sign was it'd give you like this is the year of the dog, the
Right.
chicken, the rooster, and you'd sit there very feverishly looking up the year you were born to see what one it was. And then you find out later, stupid, that's not even how it really works. So, there's so many myths out there as to whatever it is. And it's just, girl, please.
I forgot
You're
what
responsible
Chinese
for your own
sign
shit.
I was. I forgot what
I can't remember.
I can't remember. I'd have to look it up again. It's been
I
years.
know I didn't. I can't remember if I think I might be the boar. I can't remember.
I'm
Mm,
1961, so yeah,
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I
probably a
don't
rat.
remember what one. So, but no, the family knows and looks at me to go, she's unpredictable. You never
Yep.
know if you're going to get Irish ire or Italian fury. You have no idea what's coming.
Oh, oh, the boiling under the skin. Yes, I can see this. Oh well. Anyway, so that was our life lessons from Guru Al.
Oh, we have more. We'll be coming back with more
Yes.
because again, she's like, oh, I don't talk about that. I left them alone. But yet, I've heard my name came out very
Mm,
clearly. So you're not leaving me alone. I've
no.
heard you say everybody else's names, so you're clearly not leaving them alone. And you want to sit and cry about it in your corner a few years later. No, this is what you chose. This is the smoke you wanted, ma'am. Sounds to me like you can't handle it.
We're just roasting our marshmallows.
Exactly. Everybody loves a good weenie roast.
That's right. I do. I do. I do. So we'll cut it off here, and no doubt we'll get a response of some kind. Her maybe just reading our cards and making subtle threats. That's my
Ex-
fate.
Oh, I know. Same here. Same here.
Anyway,
Somebody. It's like, oh, no, out of all the maids people in the world, really? Oh my
uh,
God. Oh
so
my
thank you to all the new members. That was
God.
quite
Yes.
sweet, and I keep saying it. I'm going to make something up. We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
She will, even if it's just animals, because I think she's done a couple videos about the dog, and she's absolutely wonderful. So
Mhm.
maybe if we beg hard enough, we'll get a few pupper videos, which would be awesome.
That would be fun. Yeah.
Yes, it would. So
Oh,
I'll keep a thumb on there, guys.
all righty. And thanks everybody for joining me. And
Thank you,
have
guys.
a
Yeah.
lovely Saturday. And we'll see you real soon.